I swear to God, when y'all hear this song, y'all gonna be like, "Ain't no way!" I'm like, yeah, I wrote that shit.
It sounds like this sounds like it's gonna be one of those songs, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be one of them ones.
Man, it took me. It's a 30-pack.
Yeah, man.
It's a 30-pack. 30 fucking songs. Because it's last year's album plus whatever I was working on for that was gonna come out in June anyway. So yeah, I just put them together.
Man, this is fire. Yeah, I love those. I may have to start playing those on my own lives before I go live, because like, damn, that was dope. That was fire. I love that. I'm kind of nerding out on it, man. Like I'm a hip hop nerd myself, man. So I love hearing 5 beats. I wish I knew how to rap better, but
you see how I wish I could fix the thing to where it's down some so they can see the.
Yeah, they can see it all. Yeah, it's the same thing with me.
But I'll just tell them. We'll just tell them what it says.
Yeah, we'll just tell them.
Because I ain't want to be on a like. But I like how they do it though. Like this is a new setup. They must have just added to it though.
Yeah. It's definitely a new setup.
Yeah. Okay.
It's definitely a new setup. But yeah, you saw that text that I sent you just the other day, right? Of a buddy talking about he humbled you, humble thinker.
Yeah, Ron sent it to me.
Yeah, Ron sent it to you. Yeah, because it's like once I saw that, I was like, all right, I hope this dude comes through when I'm up, because I think I spoke to him once, but I see that he didn't put me and him on there. So that means that he must have known that one didn't go good for him. That's why he didn't put it up. Yeah, you know.
But when you read the comments, they swear he cooked somebody, and I'm just like, oh my God, like who are these people? Like they just gassing him up. He was terrible
though. Yeah, he's terrible. He doesn't say anything. Because when I saw him on Thinker live, I was like, bro, this is what he said he humbled. Like, please. Like he was, but they they always gas each other up. The Christians always gas each other up. You know what I mean? I think that's the difference. Like when it comes to us who are non-believers, we always tell people like, hey, yo, like the person said this, but you should have said that. Like he kind of got around you there. You know what I mean? Yeah. We could tell each other the truth, but they don't be telling each other the truth at all.
And then I was on a Christian panel yesterday, and even they brought up the video that I did with dude. They brought it up. They was like, yeah, because I saw your video with such and such, and he killed you, and I was just like,
okay, yeah, sure,
right. Cool,
sure, yeah, sure, buddy.
You're still worshiping a statue out the desert, so
yeah, exactly.
if you think that, but I'm ready. We got it going.
Yeah, everything's going. Yeah. Everything's going.
I see the portrait and the landscape mode on YouTube. We good, man.
Yeah, we good. We are all good and well. And why did it drop? Give me 1 second. My bad, y'all.
I was on a Christian live yesterday for like for 4 hours. Just to go up, because we don't usually do it. I just did it just to do it.
Yeah. I think I saw it. I was able to pass by it, but I think I was again, I was at work, so I couldn't join. I really hope that I'm gonna, like, if stuff like this becomes like some of my like main income, or I have income like outside of doing a 9-to-5, and I'm able to live and everything like that, then yeah, I'll be doing this Monday through Friday. That's actually my goal. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully Sirius XM gives us a deal, and we're able to do stuff like this,
Yeah, yeah. Well, ready to get going, man.
Yeah. Ready to get going. Sober Mind says, can we get a good monologue here without muting people? Hopefully, because one thing that we always found out about Christians is that they tend to drone. They tend to drone on, and we're not here for the preaching. We're here for a discussion, or if you want to go ahead and debate it, we're here to debate it. We're not here to hear you preaching. We don't care about your testimony. We don't care about any of that. We care on if you can actually show what you're saying to be true And if you can show that, go ahead and show us. And cute little philosophical arguments is not showing us. So.
Yeah, so this is black people. Well, Mr. Yes, this is black people should not be Christians, Muslims, or black Hebrew Israelites. And if you over on YouTube, we are on episode 25. Today is February 1st, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. First day of Black History Month, February 1st. So we started off right. I got my boy Vosi on here.
Mm-hmm. And what's going on, y'all?
Yeah. And so we having the one of the most important conversations that needs to be. It's my birthday. Happy birthday. Let me do that. Happy birthday. Yeah, we started off right. Starting off right. With the important conversation that needs to be had, because we're addressing these Abrahamic religions. We're just telling people about the historical facts and things they might not have learned in high school, or things people may not know about these Abrahamic religions and how they were used, and how black people came to be a Muslim or a Christian, or they think they are a pretendian, or you think you are a black Hebrew Israelite. You need to understand how these things got to you and why so many believe it.
Yeah, exactly. So one thing that Bar has always said, and I agree with, we're not Christian because of what we read in the Bible. Maybe even the Ethiopians, they became Christian just for trade.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and they force it on everybody else. We're Christian because of enslavement, because of colonialism, because they denigrated and suppressed our indigenous faith, our indigenous spirituality. Now, exactly. Now, should you go back to that ancient spirituality? That's up to you. You know what I mean? It's even up to you if you're going to remain Christian, but don't sit here and pretend that, it was the faith that compelled you. The only reason why it compelled you is because you already had like a cultural introduction into it. You know what I mean? You're either your parents sent you to church, or you're living in a country that's majority Christian. So you already have an introduction into it. That's the only reason why it compelled you. And if you're Muslim, most likely because you went to jail. You know what I'm saying? So that's always the case. For real. Yeah, I mean, that's always the case. So don't let it think that it was just the spirit that compelled you. If you grew up in, Shanghai, you probably would have been a Buddhist, or you would have been an atheist by now if you grew up over there. You know what I mean? So don't think it's because you got compelled by the spirit or whatever. That's not it. It's because you grew up in a cultural background that pushes this heavily, and that's why you're Christian, or that's why you're Muslim. It's because of your cultural background, and because the only reason that's in your cultural background is because of colonialism, both from the Arabs and the Europeans. That's why. There's no other reason.
And so, excuse me, what I try to tell people about this conversation is it's black people should not be, not cannot be. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just trying to make sure, and Vosi and I are just trying to make sure you're making an informed decision. Like, hey, look, I understand that I wouldn't be Christian if it wasn't for colonialism. I understand how it was brought to my family members. I understand that all gods are made up. None of these religions have any evidence, and I'm gonna believe it anyway. Hey, look, as long as I do my part. But they say the truth will set you free, and so that's it. That's all I care about when it comes to these religions. Is the truth gonna set you free? That's the whole thing. And you can't liberate or find liberation in slave religions. Can't do that. That's just where I stand on it. And so I'm here to have a conversation. Vosi, who was up here first? Because I wasn't looking.
Oh, it was the Chicago Bears guy that was up here first.
Okay.
And the next guy, well, I didn't see Guru there, but it's gonna be Chicago, then Guru, then Vildudge. I think Vdudge is from YouTube. I told him to go ahead and join, and he's joining now. All right. So hey Vdove, go ahead and turn off your mic. You got it. I appreciate you. All right, Chicago Bears. Chicago, how's it going? The Bears are not in the Super Bowl because they suck this year. But are you at least 18? And what is your religious indoctrination?
Mike. Okay. Hello. I'm 58 and I'm a Greek Christian Orthodox.
Great. Black people should not be Christian. Do you think we should be?
Well, you can believe what you want to believe, but I was going to give you something that you might have a different perspective maybe for you.
Well, so hold on. When you say you can believe what you want to believe, that's off the table because we weren't given that opportunity. It was convert or get your head chopped off. So we can't say you can believe what you want to believe, because if that was the case, they wouldn't have forced Christianity on us.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to give you a little perspective. I'm 100% Greek, right? So my parents are both from Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that the Greeks were slaves at the same time you were?
It's irrelevant.
So
because the conversation is specific to Black people. I'm not here to say, I don't think anyone should be Christian, but this conversation is very specific.
Yeah, and when it comes to the Greeks, I don't think you should be Christian either. I don't think I don't think y'all shouldn't be Orthodox either. You should go back to worshiping Zeus and them, because the Greek pantheon was that was dope, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all came up with the Olympic Games and shit like that.
Have
was
you
a dope
played
thing
God of War? Like,
yeah, God of War was fire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pantheon is
so
dope.
You guys don't believe in anything. You're I don't know your affiliation, so sorry. Are you guys atheists only?
Yeah, we're atheists.
Yeah.
Okay. But what I'm trying to give you an idea of is the Greeks were slaves to the Turks for 400 years.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Christianity was there before they were there. They came and it survived after they left.
Right. So why should Black people be Christian?
Well, you have to read the Bible. You have to have the faith. If you don't have the faith, you really don't have anything, right?
Yeah, but we were the faith was brought to us through colonialism.
I understand what you're saying. So you're saying that because you were from Africa, then you came here, that you shouldn't believe in Christianity?
We didn't come here. We didn't come here.
Okay. You're talking about were you talking about
West,
slavery? Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. We're saying
prior to the transatlantic slave trade. But Vossi, go ahead.
What we're trying to say, hold on, V. What we're trying to say, Chicago, is that the reason why Black people shouldn't be Christian, I think the reason why you shouldn't, is because this is the religion of our oppressors. It is a religion of our colonizers. And not only that, this spiritual tradition denigrated and suppressed a lot of our spiritual heritage, to the point where even other Black Christians, if they celebrate Christianity in an Africanized way, such as the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, you'll see many Black people in the West denigrate that because of how Africanized that it is. You see what I'm saying? So that's the issue that we have with Christianity, which is why we say we shouldn't be. We shouldn't be the religion of our colonizers and our oppressors. And I think you shouldn't be the religion of your colonizers and oppressors, which is why most Greeks aren't Muslim.
Greeks aren't Muslims, no.
No, there are Greek Muslims. Appreciate that. There are Greek Muslims, but most Greeks are not Muslim.
Well, just
because your oppressor was Muslim.
Do you slow down?
I understand that.
I want to ask you a clarifying question. Do you think Greek people should be? You said they were enslaved by the Turks, right?
Correct. 400 years.
Do you think Greeks should be Muslim?
No.
Why not?
Because we agreed to. We stayed with Christianity. We went through all that, and we still stayed with it. That should history should show you something. Well, what happened before that? Because you guys went back to Zeus.
What would you say?
You forgot the in between there.
What would you say? What would you say if, like, I guess a group of your Greek friends all come out as
Muslim one day. They just start saying, they not only do they come out as Muslim, but they put down Greek culture, Christian culture, and they demonize it on top of accepting Islam. What would you say?
Well, we're going with hypotheticals here. I want to go with reality and history.
Right, but we're asking, what would you say to that?
What would I say to someone that wants me to be Muslim? I'd say no.
No,
Christian.
that wasn't.
That's not what he said.
Okay, we'll just
You need
skip
to
it because
listen.
you ain't tracking. We'll just skip it. Don't worry. It was a good analogy, but you ain't tracking, so we'll just skip it.
All right.
Okay.
So
Can I say something?
It's not
No,
your turn
not yet.
All right. So here's the thing, Chicago. Can you actually show this to be true?
Yes.
Because even before we get to colonialism, before we get to slavery, can we actually show this to be true?
Yeah. Well, to me, yes. I don't know if you would agree to it. Common sense is a tough one. Sometimes you have to have a little common sense.
No, common sense tells me that a super galactic ultra being doesn't need to
Super
sacrifice.
galactic is crazy.
Yeah.
Let me give you my version of common sense, and you tell me if I have any or not.
All right, but Chicago, let me just when it comes to common sense, right? Common sense wouldn't tell me that a uber galactic super wizard from outside space and time had to impregnate a 16-year-old with himself in order to save humanity from the rules he created himself. That sounds convoluted and stupid. So
Yeah, that's not what I'm using. So
all right, cool. So, but that I really kind of explained Christianity in a nutshell. That's
in a
well,
nutshell,
what it means to you. Yes.
all right. So, did God not come down in human form, who's himself, in order to sacrifice himself to himself in order to create a loopholes for the rules that he created? That didn't happen?
You kind of twisted all that, but not to me.
Okay. So, is Jesus God?
Of course he was.
Okay, cool. So he came down as himself. So who did Jesus sacrifice himself to?
Again, you want to take it out of context, but I mean, if you want to know what I believe, I'll explain
asking
it to
you.
you. I'm going to explain
That's
it
why-
my way if you want. I can't
But
explain it your way.
Chicago, that's why I'm asking you the questions. All right. So God
Well,
is
hold on,
Jesus is
Fossey,
God.
because
Cool.
John, this goes along with what you're saying, Fossey. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son." So if you
Correct.
believe that is true, what Vossi is saying lines up with.
You got to keep going with that though. Also, in the beginning there was the Word. The Word is Jesus. So
And the word was with God, and the word was God. I know.
Right.
I know what the Bible
Yeah.
is.
We know
But-
that, yeah.
Yeah, but Chicago. Well, so the first
you don't
question
believe that though. You don't believe that though.
that doesn't matter. I'm asking you what you
Sure
believe.
it does.
Yeah,
both
this is about what you believe, though.
All right. So we both agreed that Jesus is God. Okay, cool. So according to this mythology, Jesus is God.
Yeah.
Great.
Not
Now,
mythology,
it's-
sir. I'm sorry.
it-
You're
it- it
disrespecting
is.
my religion.
It's
I don't
mythology. It's
I don't
mythology.
care. So Jesus is God.
I know you don't
Great.
care, but I
Cool.
care.
All right, cool. Jesus is God. According to this mythology. All right. So according to
That's
this
not mythology, sir.
mythology, Jesus is God.
It's not mythology,
So
sir.
according to this Iron Age cult, Jesus is God.
It's not
So
a cult.
when
sir.
according to this bullshit desert cult, Jesus is
All
God.
right. I'm
so-
not gonna put up with you guys don't have. You want to have an adult conversation, or am I talking to a 2-year-old?
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
mythology is mythology, brother.
Mythology is mythology, bro.
Yeah, and we created mythology, the Greeks, right?
No.
Not you.
No,
Not you.
no.
No, the Greeks did create mythology. Everybody has mythology.
Yeah, everybody
Okay,
has
but-
mythology.
If you look in the grand text thing, Zeus, all that's mythology. If you went to
But you agree?
school in the United States,
You agree those
learned
gods?
about the Greek gods, not
Right.
not the other gods, right? I
I'm
mean, I
glad
don't
you
know.
said that.
I don't know
'cause
what school you went to, but
yeah, the reason why we learn about the Greek gods is because
mythology.
the reason why we learn about
No?
the reason why we learn about the Greek gods is because we're living under the descendants of those people. We're living under their culture, so of course we're going to learn about their gods or their
Their gods.
pantheon.
There.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're learning about the Greek and the Roman and the
Right.
Rhine and the
The
Germanic
days of the
pantheon.
week, the days of the week, the months
Exactly.
of the year,
Well,
the
they
fucking
teach that in
planets.
school.
All of
They
this
teach-
is named
they
after
teach
Roman and Greek
mythology in high
gods.
school,
Right. So hold on, Chicago. The reason why we learn
Greek
about Greek
mythology.
and Rome, the reason why we learn about it is because we're living under Greco-Roman inspired Western civilization. That's what we're living under, right? If we were living under Chinese inspired civilization, we will be learning about Shintoism and Confucianism. but those are like blank pages, not blank pages, but those are like excerpts in our textbooks. We get a lot more information on Greco-Roman history because that's what we're living under, right? So it doesn't. That's the reason why we learn about it, not because it's true. And the reason why we learn about Christianity is because we're living under.
That's why it's called mythology.
Right. And we can't prove Christianity to be true either. So that's why it's mythology.
Well, there's where we have a difference, right?
All right,
we do
cool.
have a difference. You admit that, correct?
All right, cool. So you think that Christianity, I understand that we have a difference. What I'm trying to ask you is that it doesn't make common sense to me that an ultra supernatural super wizard impregnated a 16-year-old with himself.
I'm going to give you history is what I'm going to try to give you a history lesson. If you believe, do you believe we have a history, right?
Yeah, of course we have a history.
Thank you.
What I'm saying is that, hold on, Chicago, slow down. I understand we have a history.
Slow down.
Listen, bro, slow down because you're just reacting to everything. Listen to what I'm saying. So yeah, we have a history. I'm one of those people that I can accept that Jesus was probably a historical figure, but that doesn't mean he had powers. That's what you got to prove.
I'm not quite going there. I just want you to listen to me a little bit.
I'm listening. Hold on. We're already at a basis where we could agree. Let's say that we agree that Jesus existed as a person. Can you show he had powers?
If you don't believe in the Bible, then it's going to be pretty hard for me to prove it to you if you don't believe in the oldest history book, right?
That's not the way. That's not what I'm
trying to do.
Okay, so Chicago, hold on. Chicago, two things. The Bible is not the oldest history book. That's number one. Well, and it's not even the oldest religion. That's number one.
Okay,
hold on. Hold on.
Though, right?
Hold on.
It doesn't matter.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. You need to. That's what I'm saying. You need to slow down. You just keep jumping and reacting, bro. Slow down. All right. Take a chill pill. Woo-saw. The Bible is not a history book. That's number one. It's just a collection of wars and chronology and religious beliefs from the Levant. That's all it is. It's not a history book. Now, there is historical things in it. David was a real guy. Solomon was a real guy. Absalom was a real guy. The kingdom of Israel and Judah, those are real things. But we're talking about the supernatural aspect, the powers. Elijah, or Balaam calling to the heavens in order to light the pillars on fire for the priests of Baal. Did that actually happen? Balaam probably was a real person, but he actually called fire from the heavens. That's what we're talking about. Jesus was likely a real guy, but did he flow up to the sky like Superman? Did that happen? That's what we're talking about. Does that make sense, Chicago? Are we there? Do we agree there?
You gotta unmute.
I just unmuted. So what is your question now? You went on a rant there. So what's your question?
You wasn't paying.
That shows you weren't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention. Yeah, virgins don't have babies. Men can't walk on water. People don't unalive for 3 days and resurrect. All of the graves with people in it don't all of a sudden open up and everybody rise out of it.
That's what you believe, though.
No, none of that. None of that can happen. It's never happened. We have no evidence, no reason to believe that can happen.
And I'm trying to give you that reason, but you guys won't let me.
And what is your and why should we accept any of that?
Okay, I'm going to give you common sense again. You remember you agree the gods, the Greeks were worshiping Zeus and all these guys, right? Do you believe in that? Correct.
We know that they worship those.
We know that they worship them because
we don't believe
of
they
the
worship
temples.
those
you have proof. The temples,
we have proof that they did it. Yeah,
we know that they worshipped those people, not that those people actually had those powers.
Right. So that's the common ground. I'm trying to get some common ground. So you believe all that stuff because
it's not a belief, sir. We have evidence.
We have evidence that they did.
We have evidence of the pantheon, sir.
Okay, so like, all right.
It's not a belief. No, hold on, because it's like you're using this word intentionally. It's not a belief. Whether you believe or not, they had a pantheon of deities. That's not up for debate.
Right. Evidence.
So it's not a belief,
though, right?
Yes.
Right.
See, common sense is part of having evidence, right? So you guys believe in that. I won't say believe. I won't say believe. I said you have evidence.
Explain to us why we should accept the stories in the Bible as true.
because the Greeks were believing in all this stuff all these years. He sent a guy named Paul. A guy named Paul was one of the disciples. He went there, and after a period of time, they all stopped believing in these gods, and they started worshiping Christ.
So what?
So there's your common sense. Now, if you can't do anything with common sense in history, then
Chicago,
what did I say wrong there?
Chicago.
Oh,
You're talking about
hold up, boss.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why people stop practicing their pagan traditions and converted to Christianity?
In that specific region? Go ahead, tell me.
Yeah, because the Roman Empire outlawed all that shit, and it was basically once Christianity became the imperial religion, everything else was destroyed. All of those other temples were destroyed. All of those other gods were outlawed. It was imperial, so you had no choice but to be Christian during that period. In that period,
and that's why I brought up the Turkish invasion of 400 years as a slave, because what happened? They stayed Christian. You understand?
So
how does them staying Christian have any relevance?
Chicago. Hey, Chicago. This is not common sense. Common sense will actually tell you, yeah, they would stay Christian. It won't tell you anything else.
Wait a second. How did they turn Christian?
They turned Christian because of the
on them.
Hold on, because Chicago. There's the problem. There's the problem that he's having, right? Chicago, this is the problem you're having. You're condensing thousands of years of history into little blips, right? Because when the Turkish invasion happened, that was thousands of years after the Greeks were already Christian. They already had, So for thousands of years, they've already had this tradition. And then the Turkish invaded them. So then they're not going to give up 1,000. Hey, Chicago, shut up. Shut up.
Don't fight for the mic. Don't fight for the mic. Mute him if he won't be quiet.
Please. Yeah. Okay. So Chicago, they had thousands of years of Greek Hellenic tradition, right? Christianity came in. They persecuted Christians. When the emperors became Christian, he made an imperial decree that now the nation is Christian. So guess what? The persecution flipped over. Right. And guess what? Pagans were also persecuted for hundreds of years until they got Christianized. That happened over hundreds of years. Literally. And then for another 1,000 years, that's when the Turkish invasion happened. Right. Thousands of years later. So, of course, when it came up thousands of years later, a lot of them were trying to force convert the Christians. But for thousands of years, all they knew was Christianity. So, of course, they're not going to convert. And not only that, the Ottomans, right? The Ottoman Empire took over that area, but they still had freedom of religion. You could have been Christian. You just had to pay a jizya. Yeah. So they didn't force them to not be Christian anymore. You just had to pay an extra tax. Now you can say that's oppressive, and I probably would agree with you. It's oppressive to be another religion and have to pay a tax. So I could agree with you there, right? But they didn't force convert. So you're condensing complex and thousands of years of history into little, the Turks came in and they stayed Christian, therefore Jesus must have flew to the sky like super time.
Yeah, like, no, come on, bro. Brother. Come on.
Let me give you another example, Chicago. If what you're saying is true, is voodoo true? Because even though Christianity came into Africa and suppressed a lot of Africans.
That's a great point.
There are still Africans who do voodoo. Chicago, be quiet. Yeah, there are still Africans. There are still Africans who do voodoo. According to your logic, that makes voodoo true.
They don't like common sense, I guess.
Voodoo is true, yo.
How many years did they worship Zeus, the Greeks?
All right, okay. He's not tracking. I think we need to move on.
Go ahead and move on.
Because you guys
go ahead and move
nothing.
On. Yeah, black people
doesn't take much effort.
Yeah, you could go ahead and move on. Yeah,
I got common sense that Christianity is true because we stayed Christian even though the Ottoman came in, the Turks came in, but we still Christian. That means Christianity is true.
The dumbest shit ever, bro. Ridiculous. Guru, how's it going? I know you're friendly with us, Guru. I appreciate you being up here. How you been, bro?
Bonjour. Yeah, brothers. You know what I didn't like about the last guest, man, is that, when you asked him about when you made the comparison the analogy of being Muslim as a Greek. And he said, hell no, why would I be Muslim? Why would I be Muslim? And he goes into this, but he didn't want to acknowledge. He wasn't tracking. He was being purposefully, this is what I call purposefully obtuse. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that's what I didn't like about the last guest. But yeah.
Are you being oblivious? The analogy was perfect because
It was. Spot on.
I asked him, what would you tell her? Because he said he's fully Greek. Both of his parents are from Greece. So I asked him, if you walked up on a group of your all Greek friends, and they're saying, okay, we're going to convert to Islam and we're going to demonize Christianity and the Greek pantheon. We're going to demonize the culture, the way of life, the religion, the God, the people. We're going to shame them all. And we're going to convert to Islam, and we're going to say Islam is true and all that other stuff is demonic. What would you say to that person? Well, how long was the Turks? Like, no. No.
Hilariously stupid.
No.
On purpose.
Oh, bad. It's hilariously stupid, man.
This is not, see, okay, but this is the thing about having this, there's the elephant in the room. But when you have this conversation with people who are not black, who are not of the Negroid haplo group, when you have this conversation with those people, they're going to try to, well, these people over here was enslaved. Those people over there, what about them? And look at how Christianity's helped back. We're not talking about those people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think those people should be Christian either. But how would you feel if you came across, I'm thinking about how would I feel if I came across a live and it says, it's 3 Chinese dudes up there saying black people shouldn't be this and that. Hold up now, player. Wait a minute. So the same way I wouldn't like that type of live. I can't put a prompt say white people can't be Christian. Mm-hmm. Even I believe they shouldn't. I don't believe nobody should be, but I can't tell them people what to do. I'm talking to us, y'all, my folks.
Exactly.
But you notice when they come in, well, what about us? And we was this, and then with Christianity. There's this guy. I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead, boss.
No, I was gonna say they have to center themselves so bad, man.
Yeah,
it's always
this ain't about y'all, bro. You can listen. This is free. This is free real estate. Start you a live that says Greek people shouldn't be or whatever. Mm-hmm. Do it.
Exactly. Start your own shit.
You have something to add to that, bossy? Before we go to the
you're completely right. I have nothing else to add, man. Completely 100% right. Let's talk to Pai Chi. I hope I can get a call-in line going one of these days, but we'll do that one of these days. But Pai Chi,
people don't be called. They don't really call in. They more so be on this little app.
I'm actually a friendly, and I think I like ass dialed in. So, but yeah, good work. I've been enjoying the conversation.
Nah, problem. Hey, we appreciate you. Peace. Oh, we definitely have an op now. We have Jesus and Padre. We have Jesus and Padre. All right.
I'm gonna chill on the sound. I know it's
nah, it's all good.
Yeah. Guru, drop down for me, Guru, just so we don't. I try to. I'm trying to give these Christians a chance to like have a, some type of one-on-one before they go crazy.
Exactly.
Are y'all gonna have?
All right. So Jesus and hold on, Jesus and Padre, how's it going? Are you at least 18, and do you have a religious indoctrination? Well, we know what your religious indoctrination is. It's Christianity.
Do we?
Yeah, his name says Jesus and the Father. So
oh God.
So Jesus and El Padre. Why should black people be Christian?
Want to go first, or you want me to go first, brother?
We're asking you. You can go. Why do you think we should be Christian?
Turn up, man. Talk that shit.
I don't think it's any reason you should be. I think you should be Christian. Oh, let me think about that, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Mm-hmm. Well, what are you before I ask that?
We're atheists.
I don't know what he is. He's a demon. I'm a child. I'm a child.
No, he's the evil twin. He's the evil twin. I'm the good one. He's the evil twin.
Hey, what the dude on SpongeBob? Evil.
So were y'all raised atheists, or were y'all raised? What were y'all raised?
I was raised Christian.
I was indoctrinated.
So what made y'all become atheists? Because I used to be an atheist.
What made you become Christian?
Basically, okay, so I was working at this job and my boss was a Christian and I was basically living life young, just doing whatever. And I started had these dreams about Jesus. He would come to me in these dreams and my dad was a Muslim and I would go to the Muslims and they basically had no experience with Allah, like personal experiences. And I would look up and a lot of people had personal experiences with Christ, given, people have different opinions on that, but I've experienced it.
You said you had dreams about Jesus?
Yeah, like in one of the dreams.
What did he look like? Give me a description of what he looked like.
He didn't really show his face.
Then how you know it was him?
How you know it was Jesus?
I just felt it. Like, for example, I could tell you in the second dream. No, hold on. In the second dream, I could tell you why. I was in my old house and it was a weird dream. It was me and a friend and we had tied this demon down to a table. And basically the demon tried to bite my friend. And before it bit my friend, I put my hand in front of it to protect my friend. And I said, I'm protected by the blood of Jesus. And the demon looked at me terrified.
Okay, so
how old are you?
I'm 22.
All right. So Jesus, last night I had a dream about Freddy Krueger. Is Freddy Krueger true?
If you no.
Right. So
why
because,
not?
Why not? Because
You had a dream about
you had a dream about Jesus, so that makes it real. So I had a dream about Freddy Krueger, so that makes it real too, right?
I mean, no, it doesn't.
But you just said that.
Hold on. So
but you just said that you had a dream of Jesus. You used to be an atheist. I don't believe that part. But you used to be an atheist because. Let me ask you this: when you said you used to be an atheist, what exactly does that mean? Did you actually need evidence to believe
strayed away from God?
No. When I used to be an atheist, I believe we evolved and we started from a single cell organism.
That's still true, though.
That's still true.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
No, keep going. No, explain.
Proof.
No. Keep explaining what you.
Now, whether you think he's God or not, he was a real person.
Right.
Can you agree to that?
No, I don't.
Can you agree to that though?
No, but I don't want to.
Bar doesn't, but we don't want to get into
I don't agree to that, but I don't want to get into that.
Well, why are you running from that?
All right, so hold on. Jesus, listen to what I'm saying.
Good Lord.
Jesus existing, even if we say for the sake of argument that Jesus existed, right? Jesus existing does not mean he had powers.
That's true. But we can agree that he did exist. Right?
No, we can't. No, we can't. No, what is your evidence that he existed? See, now we got to do it. You get in 30 seconds. Give us your most compelling evidence for Jesus the Christ.
Matter of fact, we don't even have to do that. Hold on, wait. We don't have to do that because you've already conceded our position. Even if you were able to prove 100% right now that he existed, it wouldn't show that he has powers. So that doesn't mean we should worship him.
Yeah, I agree.
But there is no.
There you go.
But I'm going
so wait.
This,
so
there's no point even getting into it. There's no point even getting into Jesus.
With that, though.
But where do we get a normal human Jesus from? Where do we get that from? We don't. There's no evidence.
We get it from
scholars. Many scholars and historians.
D12, it's not your turn. D12, it's not your turn. Go on.
Start off. J did not exist in the alphabet back then. So that's
irrelevant.
Newer thing.
It's irrelevant.
So in saying that,
hold on, stop. We don't even have to go down this road. You've already conceded our position. Jesus existing does not mean he had powers. You need to actually show that a God exists first. And you having a dream does not show that. Just like how me having just like me having a dream of Freddy Krueger does not show that Freddy Krueger is real. You having a dream of Jesus doesn't mean that he had powers. It doesn't show that.
It doesn't, and you're right. So I got to prove to y'all God is real. Okay, so let me start there then. You agree that energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
Irrelevant.
Right? Do you agree to that though?
You know what? I'm gonna go to the opposite end. Let's say I don't agree. Now what?
Well, this goes against science. So
right, exactly. And so does an omnipotent creator.
So does Virgin's Earth. Hold on. Virgin Earth and talking snakes.
Even if you believe in evolution, you still believe life started.
Evolution is not. No, stop.
You still believe life started somewhere.
Stop.
So
you said
my bad, Bar. Go ahead.
Because evolution is not something you believe in. Whether you believe in things evolving over time or not, it's happening. So it's not about belief. You don't have to have a
whether you have a position on even if you believe that there is a sun in the sky or not, take your ass outside. If you're going to see, you're going to see the sun. It's not a belief. Things evolve over time. I'm not about to debate that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's evolution.
But okay. So
even if you believe in evolution, your words are wrong.
The biblical example I would give of this, the Bible says some men will harden their hearts so they would not believe. Yes, this doesn't fight your argument, but I'm saying maybe y'all just harden your heart.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Y'all literally say y'all don't believe in God.
So that's because we don't believe in God doesn't mean that we can't believe it if evidence comes about.
Oh, so y'all are open to basically if you find the right evidence, you would believe.
If a God comes down and like, hey, look, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, Black. I've been hiding, but I'm here for real now. I'll be like, okay, I see you, brother. We got some explaining to do, but I
wouldn't say y'all harden your heart thing. I wouldn't say y'all harden your heart because y'all are open to it.
All right, cool. So you asking about energy being created or destroyed is irrelevant to that. That wouldn't show a God exists. You will need to show some evidence besides that. And what evidence do we actually have that a supernatural, omnipotent mind exists outside of space and time, and then trillions of years later, he came down as himself and sacrificed himself as a virgin sacrifice? Why would he even need to do that?
Well, you don't believe in the Bible, so all my explanations you wouldn't agree with. So
the Bible is claims, not evidence, bro. The Bible's claims, not evidence.
I mean that. You see, that's hard to argue.
Why would I believe? Why do I believe the claim before I actually get evidence of the claim? Why would I do that? If I were to tell you that I have $10 billion in the Bahamas, are you going to believe it just because I said so?
You in this Bahamas?
If you're an honest, truthful man, yes.
I am an honest, truthful man. You could ask Bar. Hey, Bar, I got $10 billion in the Bahamas, right?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
No, but what I'm saying is you ask, why would God have to come down and die? And I'm telling you wouldn't believe me because you don't believe in the Bible. So my argument
but the Bible is right. But Jesus, the Bible is the claim, not the evidence. You have to actually show that the God exists first, and saying energy cannot be created, destroyed is irrelevant to that. That one show
about the Big Bang. How do you feel about the Big Bang?
It happened. We just don't know why it did.
Because of God. It had to be a creator behind it, right?
Prove it.
You don't think it's a logical mind behind the universe?
We're not doing this.
Do we have evidence of that?
Do you even know do you know what the Big Bang is?
Far as what I know, which is little, I'll agree.
Okay.
Is the universe just expanded out of nowhere?
It doesn't say out of nowhere. It says from a hot dense state. It wasn't from out of nowhere.
Yeah, from a hot dense state.
Hot dense state, because nothingness cannot exist. Because the moment you're able to detect nothing, what does it become?
Something.
It becomes something. So nothingness cannot exist.
So
all right. So when it comes to the universe, right? One of my big issues with this argument is that you don't know what you're comparing it to. For example, let's take two things. Let's take a silk rose and a rose that grew out the ground. You can be able to compare those two things to see which one is fake and which one is real, which one is designed, which one is not. And we know that the silk will be designed is because we know that silk doesn't just pop out the ground. We'll be able to examine its cells to see that it's made out of silk cells and not plant cells, et cetera, things like that, right? We'll be able to see that the thorns are metal and not actual barbed thorns that grow out of trees and plants and stuff like that. That's what we were able to see, right? We can't do that with the universe. You can't compare the universe to something else to see that this one is designed and made by a God and another one isn't. You're not able to do that.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question? I'm ready to go, but I do want to ask you this question.
Sure.
If you were to choose one, I know you don't believe in either one. Which one would you side more with, Christian or Muslim? If you had to choose one, even though I know you don't believe in both.
I'm not sure. I'm more culturally familiar with Christianity.
Okay.
So,
well, all right, y'all have a good day.
Just chop my head off because I ain't picking.
Yeah, exactly. How do you drop people now? Okay, yeah, that's how you drop them. All right.
It says disconnect under their name, I think.
Yeah, I see it now.
Let's try to get through them so we don't have.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get through them. D12 was next. After D12, it's going to be happy, and then dirt, and then God first. All right, D12. So we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and All good, all good. I'm just putting a timer for him. All right, D12. Are you at least 18? And do you have a religious indoctrination?
I'm 18. I'm not 18. I'm 19. And yes. Huh?
Cool.
Liars. How? What is your religious indoctrination?
I'm a Christian. I guess it's indoctrination.
Cool. Black people shouldn't be Christian. My bad. Go ahead, Voice. My bad.
No, all good. You said what I was gonna say. D12, like from I'm only judging from your voice, but I think that you're a melanated person like we are from the sun-kissed lands of Africa.
100%, my brother.
All right, cool. Yeah, we shouldn't be Christian because
say to my brother, because you might say something, and I might have to.
Yeah. All right. So behind my. Yeah. So all right. So our ancestors were colonized and enslaved by this religion, and we shouldn't be following it. Why do you think we should be?
Well, I think we should be, even when they used the Bible to weaponize us and harm us and try to manipulate us by saying, oh, it tells you to obey your master and submit to your master, and how they were trying to use it against us. That same Bible also gave us hope in this midst of it. And we also actually learned from even our experience in slavery. Now, yes, when we in slavery, was it a good thing? No, it was not a good thing to our people. It was a terrible thing to our people. That's what I've been learning in my school. But it has helped us in many ways, and culturally has helped us. It has harmed us as well, psychologically, by trying to beat our children, which is where we get beating our children from.
Wait, hold on. Let's make a clarification here, because I think you just did a Freudian slip. When you said it helped us, the it there, are you talking about Christianity or slavery?
I'm not talking about slavery.
We're talking about Christianity. So Christianity helped us through it. Okay, cool. Now, let's say that I agree with that premise.
Yes, our faith.
Yeah. I got you. I got you. Let's say I agree with that premise that Christianity helped us through this hard time. Does that make it true?
Does that make it true?
Right.
Excuse me. I mean, necessarily no. That wouldn't make it just fact.
Right. Exactly. So that's the position that we're coming from. Just because, number one, it was forced onto us, probably except for the Ethiopians. But number one, it was forced onto us. But number two, even if it was, let's say if we take the premise that, it helped us through this hard time, just like how you said, doesn't make it true. So if we can't prove that it's true and it was forced onto us, why should we believe it?
Well, here's the thing. We can prove within our own life how it is true to us and what makes it true to us.
But it's only true to us because they like any religion or
upon us.
Any religion or deity you give your energy to is going to feel real to you. If you give your time, energy, and resources to it, it's going to feel real. That's what any deity if you spin the wheel and you pick another deity other than the one you worship today, and you do everything that's the exact same routine that you're doing for Jesus, if you do it for any other deity, you're gonna feel like that deity is real too. It's because whatever God you give your how do you explain all of these ancient people believing in all these different deities prior to Christianity? How do you explain that? Those deities were real to them, right?
The reason why I disagree with what you just said, and you just said, oh, if I was to pick another religion, if I was to go be a Muslim or I was going to be Buddha, it would be completely different than it is for me as a Christian, because their religion as a whole is completely different from Christianity. I
didn't say the religions are the
right.
I didn't say that the religions are the same. I said if
I practice the same way I practice my Christianity.
I said if hold on, Vossi. I said if you you're right, Vossi. I said if you give your life force, your energy, your time, your resources to it, that those deities are going to seem real too, whichever one you pick. Because you have to, because the people that prior to Christianity, everybody had other deities. They believed those deities brought them fertility and water and thunder and smoke. I said smoke, not smoke. I'm sorry. Vegetation and the sun and the stars, and they believed these deities were real.
Right. And not only that, we know that to be the case because they still left their monuments to them. Look at the pyramids. The pyramids are close to 10,000 years old. You know what I mean? And those pyramids were built towards, to worshiping their gods. Look at what you see, the Acropolis over in Greece. We just had a Greek person up here a few minutes ago. Over in Greece, they built monuments to Zeus. You know what I mean? Even what we do today, the Olympic Games in ancient times were basically a revival service to worship Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, and Athena and all them. You know what I mean? That's what all that was about. So they created like things that we still see today in order to worship their gods, right? So it was definitely real to them. Does lightning come from Zeus?
In my belief, no.
Exactly. So
Right.
like just because you believe in something so fervently doesn't make it actually true. That's our point.
Okay. So you want hardcore, like scientific, in your face, can't deny it kind of proof.
Not only do I require that, you require that. Because I'm going to ask you the same question. If I were to tell you that I had $10 billion in a beach in the Bahamas, quit your job and follow me there, are you going to believe it just because I said so?
What did your track record say? Those are some questions I would think about for anything.
Exactly. You just proved my point. You need evidence.
I would need a track record and see how you lived your life accordingly and all that.
Which is evidence.
That's evidence.
Yeah, and in the story, in the case of Jesus and how other people, how he's affected their lives and my grandparents' lives and people around me lives, people that were not believers and people that were from different religions and coming into Christianity, hearing their testimonies and how he's helped them.
How do you explain people? How do you explain people who were Christian and converted to Islam? Does that mean that Muhammad touched them?
That people converted from Christianity to Islam?
Yeah. I've seen that before, plenty of times actually.
I haven't ran into incidents like that.
I've ran into it plenty of times. Talk to niggas who've been in jail. You'll see that they grew up Christian and became Muslim in jail.
Yeah.
Or you can talk to people, or you can, if you have an NOI temple, if you have an NOI temple in your city, you can go to the NOI temple right now and you could talk to somebody there, and a lot of them will tell you that they were Christian. So how would you explain that? Hold on, Dirt, it's not your turn, so please don't get off the mic. All right, so yeah, D12, how would you explain people who were Christian and became Muslim? How would you explain people who were Christian and became Jewish? How would you explain someone like me who was Christian all the way up until I was 28?
I was Christian until I was like 22, 21.
Well, as the Bible says, I mean, you just never fully believe within your heart.
How you know that?
So okay,
no, I
don't want to. I don't want us to do that. I don't want us to do that. So
I'm gonna give you
the part where we're asking you questions is over. We're gonna tell you what you need to hear, and then you can respond, and then that's gonna be it. So the reason why Black people should not be Christian is because we didn't receive, like, Christianity did not spread through the continent of Africa grassroots. It wasn't organic. It was forced, violent, everywhere, even Ethiopia, because the Ethiopians converted from the top down. The king and his court converted first, and then they basically spread it throughout the kingdom. So when you look at Africa, when you look at Black people, we shouldn't be Christian because on top of, I'm not asking you for proof. The religion is false. All gods are made up. I'm not about to, no, we're not doing that with you because this is a waste of our time. All gods are made up, and Christianity spread through violence. And we wouldn't be Christian if not for colonialism and transatlantic slave trade, the same way we wouldn't be Muslim if not for the Arabs coming in and doing the exact same thing prior to. So that's just the bottom line. Go and look into what the Doom to Verses is, where the Christians, they during the Renaissance, the Christians attributed the curse of Ham to Black people. The curse of Ham has nothing to do with Black people, but the Europeans said it did, and they used that as justification for colonialism and the Christian scriptures. Those verses in the Bible that condone slavery tells you who to enslave, tells you which go and by the foreigners, and these people can't go free. All those verses, we ain't gonna pull them up. All those verses are justification. And they came in and they came out with these papal bulls because Christianity was colonial law, meaning they made laws based on Christian scripture. The Doom to Verses told them to go into Africa and reduce all non-Christians to slavery. The Romanist Pontifex told them that on top of reducing them all to slavery, they're not human. They have no
what's the word I'm looking for? Autonomy. Take their land, take them. I want it all. That's the Romanist Pontifex. And the Inter Cae Terra, after they were cut off from the spice trade and they moving all around and they was discovering the new world, even though there was already people there. The Inter Cae Terra is anywhere you put boots on the ground that's not Christian, take all that shit. That's why Christianity spread. That's how you got it. That's how your grandmama and them got it. That's how Auntie and Paw, Aunt them, that's how they got it. That's how all of us got it outside of those goddamn European countries. Sub-Saharan Africans, that's how we got it. That's why we over here in this country on stolen land, kidnap people on stolen land. And I'm through. 10 more seconds and I'm done. If you want to know how they fueled the transatlantic slave trade, because I know people will be like, Africans sold Africans. If you want to know how they did it, they turned Africa into an arms race. It's like I think they call it the gun slave cycle. Basically, there was already conflict going on, with the Arabs coming in and Christians trying to take it from the Arabs. And so the Europeans turned Africa into an arms race. We're going to give out pew-pews to everybody that's fighting. All you little motherfuckers, them little internal conflicts between tribes and clans and shit. We're going to introduce pew-pews and you motherfuckers going to all give us y'all prisoners of war for pew-pews. And if you don't, you're going to get overthrown and overtaken by the other side. We're giving pew-pews too. That's how the Europeans that's how they fueled the transatlantic slave trade. And that was under the guise of the Romanist Pontifex too. So all of this comes from those European Christians forcing it on us. We wouldn't be Christian if not for that. You can't come behind that and say, well, Jesus has worked in my life. No shit, duh. You're attributing things that have nothing to do with a deity to a God. That's why you believe in Jesus Christ. You have a good day. Oh, that's the Lord. No, it's not. We were having good days prior to our Christianization, but your people have been enslaved and colonized. And so the religion trickles down. That's why you're Christian. And that's why we shouldn't be Christian. And you can respond before we move on.
Does all that make sense, D12?
You can respond.
He just basically went on a rant about almost everything I learned in African American history 131. It makes clear sense. Hold on. It makes clear sense exactly what he said. I'm not a Christian though because of that whole idea and construct. I didn't just, my mom and dad believes it, grandma believe in it, I'm gonna believe in it. That's not why I jumped into Christianity. If anything, actually myself was skeptical about it as verse 2. I did my own dive onto it. And yes, I've seen the historical roots of how it was used to abuse and how it was violent and how it was all of these things that were terrible. But none of those things are found within the Bible to do that. Like, it's not telling us to go around and go ahead and be angry and go give people guns to start spreading all of these wars and da-da-da-da-da. It literally tells you to go spread the gospel. And the gospel we just know is Jesus' life himself. It's simple. His birth.
Hey, D12. D12, can I
let him finish. Let him finish. I want to give him the opportunity to respond. Let him finish. Yeah, let him finish that shit. Go ahead.
Long story short, I just feel like you just assume that that's why I was, but I completely understand your whole point and why you believe you don't want to believe in it. And that's your opinion. If you don't want to believe that, then I can't force you to believe in something you don't want to believe in. I mean, you just gave me a whole reason why you don't believe in it. And I'm assuming philosophy do the same thing.
Okay, so D12, let me okay, you mind if I read something real quick?
Go ahead.
You was about to read him something. I was about to read him something too. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you said you said everything that happened to us was not in the Bible to do. Deuteronomy 20:12-14. Actually,
God damn, you said Deuteronomy what?
Deuteronomy 20:11.
Yeah. How you?
Matter of fact,
are we,
2011.
What's up, bro? Let me know. You think what I'm thinking? I got. Hey, look, nigga, I got it pulled up, boy.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. All right, because the moment you said that, D12, that's what I wanted to pull up. So
I immediately pulled it up when he said it. Immediately. Yeah,
exactly. So Deuteronomy.
So I want you to read it to him, and we're gonna let him go.
All right, cool. To the next person. So Deuteronomy 20:10-14. This is from the NRSV, which is the most accurate. According to scholars, the most accurate translation of the Hebrew Bible.
Can I ask one question before you read it? One question before you read it.
What?
Can you give me the context of Torah?
No.
The Torah?
No. And the reason why I can't give you the context is because whether you and I agree with how they use these scriptures, is irrelevant because they use them. So you saying that you saying, oh, they used them wrong is irrelevant because they used them to force this on your people. So it doesn't matter right now. Read them the scriptures so we can move on.
And the second thing is that this is your God talking. And according to your religion,
Secondly, this is also from the slaves coming out of
hush up,
D12, hush up. D12, you need to be quiet. D12, you need to be quiet.
Don't fight for the mic. Don't fight for the mic. We're gonna mute him. Go ahead.
Exactly. So Deuteronomy 20:10.
Okay, I'll drop you and we're gonna read it anyway. Go ahead and read it, Volsi.
All right. So Deuteronomy 20:10-14. When you draw near a town to fight against it, offer it terms of peace. If it accepts your terms of peace and surrenders to you, then all people in it shall serve you at forced labor, aka slavery.
AKA slavery, folks.
But if it does not accept your terms of peace and makes war with you, then you shall besiege it. And when
that means
the
conquer.
Lord your
That means
conquer. And then when the Lord your God gives it into your land, you shall put all its males to the sword. You may, however, take as plunder the women, the children, the livestock, and everything else in the town. All is spoil. You may enjoy the spoil of your enemies, which Lord your God has given you. This is God talking to the Israelites. So when D12 says that nothing that they did to us was in the Bible or sent by God to do, yes, the fuck it is. Yeah. We're going to move on to Happy. Happy, are you at least 18?
My bad. The last one was overkill. I'm sorry.
No, all good. Happy, are you at least 18? And do you have a religious indoctrination?
I am at least 18. I was religiously indoctrinated as a kid, but I currently identify as an agnostic atheist.
Oh, okay, you're friendly.
Yeah.
100%. What you got on my topic? Do you think black people should be Christian?
I agree with the prompt. I don't think that we should be Christian, Muslim, or really any belief system, especially just because of inheritance. The people that, advocate for their belief system just because of what their parents believed in, it doesn't jive right with me, especially when the Christianity was used to justify the transatlantic slave trade. I agree with you guys on that point. Damage is real, and it's still echoing. That's an awful truth about, our culture. At the same time, I don't think that race determines whether a belief is true or false.
That's a separate conversation.
Non-resistant.
Yeah, that's a separate. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay,
that
cool.
is. I try to separate them, but you're right.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll be short about that point. I don't think that ideas have a skin color, but history definitely does. In Christianity's West, violence, it's soaked in racial violence, so it's hard to look at. But overall, I just agree across the board.
All right, dope. Well, we would definitely appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk to Mystic. All right, Mystic.
Before we move on, I just want to say, I do try to separate the conversations because, even I try to say even though the religion is false, that's a separate conversation from this one. Mm-hmm. Because the religion is not true. Yahweh is a fucking little figurine statue from the desert. That's a separate conversation though. We still shouldn't be Christian. Even if you believe there was a dude walking around 1st century Judea talking about Armageddon, we still shouldn't be Christian. But that's a separate conversation. But go ahead. Also, make sure y'all tapping the screen. Make sure y'all liking over on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. They going crazy, man. Make sure y'all subbing. I done got they going crazy on the tube. Damn.
They going crazy on the subs?
They going crazy on the subs. They gonna count. They going crazy on the tube. I appreciate y'all over there on the tube, man. We gonna get it going. But y'all make sure y'all follow my boy Volsi, man. We out here getting it. Sub up, leave a like. We live on all 3 channels right now, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all leaving a like. Make sure y'all supporting the stream over there. Tap the screen over here. Make sure y'all sending gifts. Make sure y'all following, leaving a like, and we're gonna get it going. Go ahead, boss.
Yeah, they going crazy on the subs. We live on my page on Volsy Thoughts. We live on Bar's page, Black Atheist Rants, and we're live on the Deconstruction Junction. Shout out to y'all over on Deconstruction Junction. And we are live on the Black Atheist Coalition. J Floor Float, where my YouTube is Volsy Thoughts. Bar's YouTube is Black Atheist Rants. And we have another channel, Black Atheist Coalition. We're live on that one as well. So you guys are definitely all welcome to join all those lives, and we appreciate it. But we are going to talk to Mystic now. Mystic, how's it going?
It's going pretty well. Hey, what's up?
Hey, you gotta do a little dance, bro.
But
yeah,
do a little dance. Just do a little jiggy, you know, get a little. I'm gonna try it again. Come on.
Hey. All right, Mystic, are you at least 18? And do you have a religious indoctrination?
Yeah, I'm at least 18. Over 18. And a religious indoctrination? No, actually. Yeah. I grew up in a Christian church, but I just never adopted the faith.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're another friendly of ours. We get a lot of friendlies, y'all.
You agree with the prompt?
Oh, let's see. Well, wait,
it says black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
That's what's up, fam. We're gonna move to this next. Who was you just talking to? I don't even know who you was talking to.
Oh, that was Mystic, and the next person after Mystic was gonna be Dr. Francis.
Mystic, I appreciate you for coming up, bro. We trying to get to the heathens, but
I got you.
You can always, like, you know, when a panel, because sometimes the panel be open, you can always come up for sure, bro. For sure.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna drop it.
Say that.
No problem. All right, y'all. So just to know the order, it's gonna be Dr. Francis, then EXO, and then after that it was Dre, Scholar, and then Scott, JC Scott. All right. So Dr. Francis, how's it going, Dr. Francis? Are you at least 18? And did you have a religious indoctrination?
Yes, I do. But would you mind taking someone first? I'm just doing something for 5 minutes. And I'll be right back. And then I'll go after that. Thank you so much.
Cooking a steak dinner. Who was after her?
EXO. If I'm not mistaken, EXO's a friendly. EXO, you there?
I think EXO is a friendly.
Yes, I'm here. What's a friendly? What does that mean?
Oh, that means you're on our side, basically.
Sort of. I do want to say, well, first, thank you for the opportunity to speak. So I want to say that you're not wrong about Dum Diversus or Romanus Pontifex, okay? But I would like to add some layers if I can, if that's okay. So first of all, that was in 1452 and 1455.
Yeah,
okay, listen, please. I definitely don't mean any disrespect to anybody, and I don't want to try to like make nobody believe nothing I believe. Just adding something. So, if we go back farther, like to the 1st century, the very first people who you could call apologists or theologians were Black. They were not white people or anything like that.
Who?
Tertullian, Origen.
Those people weren't in the 1st century.
2nd century? Yes, they were.
No,
What?
Origen and Tertullian were not in the you said the 1st century?
So right after John the Beloved died is when you see the emergence of Tertullian. I actually have these pinned on my page, but I do want to say something. I'm not here to be oppositional. If I get a date wrong,
slow
I'm
down.
okay with you correcting me.
Slow down.
but I don't
How
wanna
old are you?
argue.
How old are you, and what is your religious beliefs now?
I'm 54. And I would not call myself a Christian, but I do believe in Jesus Christ.
That's a Christian man.
Yeah,
No, it isn't.
You're a Christian. All right, so hold on.
Okay,
EXO.
you can
I
call it
don't want to argue with you over the title.
Yeah, we don't
You know,
argue
it's a shame. It's a shame them white people did all that work to force Christianity for y'all to come behind and say y'all not Christian. It's a shame. I just feel like there was all that hard work of colonizing went to waste. Everybody saying they not Christian now. After all the hard work, the church, like, damn. I done put all these niggas to the sword, and for y'all to now, y'all ain't Christians.
I ain't Christian no more. All right.
Is it
So
that you don't? Is it
did
that
they
you don't
colonize for
believe
no
that-
reason?
yeah,
I don't know.
colonize for no
I don't
reason,
think so.
bro.
I think that
You gonna
I think
follow?
that
You gonna
colonization
follow? You gonna
was
follow that
very
white man on that
successful.
cross? But you ain't gonna be no Christian. No, if you gonna follow that, if you
Why
gonna
was
follow,
he white? Why do
that's what
you think he
that's
was
what
white?
the
I
image.
don't.
That's what the imagery
during that time.
Right,
That's what the
so-
imagery of him has always been, ma'am.
Hey, can I just
No, it
hold on?
hasn't.
Yeah, hold on.
Yes,
Wait,
ma'am.
wait,
That's
hold
the
on.
imagery that
Everybody
emerged
pause. Everybody pause. EXO, pause for me real quick. Just pause for me real quick. All right. So what we want to talk
My
about?
bad, XO. Take your time. My bad.
No, all good. All
I'm
good.
fine.
What we
I
want to
just
talk about?
didn't know we were
EXO,
gonna be
EXO,
so
hold
bad if I
on.
had
EXO,
to-
hold on,
Okay.
hold on. All right. So we want the subject is black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or black Hebrew Israelite. So you said that you are a believer in Jesus Christ. I just want to clarify something. Is Jesus your Lord and personal Savior?
No, if I answer it a certain way, y'all are gonna go.
No, I just need
it's not a trick
clarification.
question.
I just need
It's not a trick
clarification. It's not a trick
No,
question.
it's
It's a
no. But
clarification.
before I answer, I would like to say I do not agree with the religion called Christianity. I don't
That's
agree with
fine.
the colonization of anything, and I don't believe.
Okay,
that-
EXO,
So
please. That's
yes,
fine.
I believe
EXO.
in Jesus Christ. I
Uh-huh.
do.
Is he your Lord and
Period.
personal Savior? That's what we're trying to ask.
My Lord, this is touchy subject. I don't know that I want to say yes to that, but I do believe in Jesus Christ. I do believe in propitiation of sins, but it has nothing to do with me thinking that what happened with Dumb Diversus and Romanus Pontifex are good.
We
I
get
don't.
that. We get that. We know. We
Okay.
get that. We understand that. But
But
EXO, what we're trying to ask is,
when she says when you say you believe in Jesus, what does that mean?
what
Okay,
we're trying
so
to
if
ask.
you
We're trying
know
to
who
clarify.
Tertullian is, he was the very first person who penned a treatise on the Trinity. When I talk about studying the earliest possible available documents that speak about the faith and speak about following God and even understanding God, I am referring to those documents, not this thing that has been canonized by Constantine and pushed forward for centuries and used to abuse and colonize people. I'm trying to speak to you from an intellectual perspective and not from that perspective. So you don't have to meet me there.
Everything you know about Jesus comes out of that book
No,
that we're
actually
talking
not.
about.
That's not true. Everything that's available. Okay,
Hold on.
maybe you have.
EXO, please.
You know my brother. I got my back signal. You gonna make me call my brother?
We can call Bar what we want. All right. So EXO. Listen.
Uh-huh.
All that I'm not trying to be rude. It's irrelevant to my question. What I'm trying to get the clarification. What I'm trying to get the clarification is that when it comes to hold on, EXO, listen. When it comes to Jesus, when you said that you believe in Jesus Christ, when we ask what exactly does that mean, we're asking is, as far as Jesus go, do you believe that he was some supernatural being, and do you worship
I
him?
believe I am. I believe I am. I
But
believe
do
you are.
worship
So,
Jesus?
yeah,
That's what we're trying to ask. Do you worship Jesus?
I worship God.
But Jesus, do you worship him?
Jesus didn't ask for worship, so no.
Okay, so you don't worship Jesus.
I
Okay,
worship
so
God.
so Jesus is not your Lord and personal Savior. Okay, cool. And you believe that we're all divine beings. All right, cool. That's the clarification that we needed. All right. So when it comes to the Bible and biblical history, was Jesus some sort of divine being?
Yes, so was everyone else around him.
So that means that we have powers.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we got powers. Let me see if I can make this cup fill with water. Let me see if I can do that. Abracadabra.
Oh, y'all want to play?
It's not filling with water, so I don't think I have. I don't think I have powers.
No.
I don't think I have powers because it should have. It should have filled the water when I did abracadabra. Let's try again. Let's try an empty one.
No, I don't.
All right.
think
Let's see
so.
if this is gonna. Let's see if this is gonna fill with Hennessy because I love Hennessy. So let's see if this fill with Hennessy. Abracadabra. Let's see if it fills
Did you
with
get
Hennessy.
any?
Let's see.
Did you get any?
Nah, I didn't get any. I don't think I have powers.
Did you get any?
I don't think I have powers.
Darn.
So,
God dang it. That's a disappointment.
yeah.
Well, I'm sorry
So
for you.
I don't
am
think
sorry
we're
for
divine
you.
then. I don't think we're divine.
Let's
then.
let's
Do you
try
have-
to help. I want her to.
You don't have
I want
to.
her to get on. I want you to get on.
You can listen. Is you won't even let me talk. So the sad part about this, you don't actually want to talk to anyone. You want to.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one because, bro, I'm sorry I have to drop. I'm not gonna waste time on anyone who thinks that we all have powers. All right, so Dr. Francis, how's it going, Dr. Francis? You were
Hello.
up next.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
All right. You said that you are over 18, or you are at least 18, and you did have a religion that you follow.
I'm a Christian. I believe in God, just like the last lady.
Cool. We don't think that black people should be Christian. Do you think we should be?
Well, I just got on, to be honest, 15 minutes ago. So could you clarify what you mean by that? Like, you think that all black people should not be a Christian?
Right, because Christianity was forced on us. Hold
by
on.
white people
So
is what you're saying,
Christianity,
right?
hold on. Christianity was forced on us through slavery and colonialism. The only people that it wasn't forced on through slavery and colonialism is the Ethiopians. But even for them, Christianity was top down. Their kings became Christian in order to trade with the Greeks and all of them, and they just forced everybody else to. All right. So we don't think that black people should be Christian. When it comes to Islam, the exact same thing. The Arabs colonized and enslaved Africans and made
castrated our boys and took our women as sex slaves.
As sex slaves, exactly. So we shouldn't be Muslim either. The reason why we bring all that up is because we don't believe that people should be the religion of their enslavers and their colonizers. Which that means I don't think the Irish should be Christian either. I don't think the Greeks should be Christian. So that's what we say all that.
Those Norse Germanic people. You're right.
So what I was confused by, because both of your prompts are slightly different, or just cut off on my end?
They're the same. They're the same.
You're on the same page, or you're opposing each other? You're on the same page, correct?
Yeah, we're on the same page. Yeah,
okay,
they're the same.
Well, he's the demonic one, so I guess we are.
Nah, see, he's the evil twin. He's the evil twin. I'm the good one. He's the evil twin.
It's demon one and demon two.
One of us is demonic. You got to pick which one isn't.
Okay. So no. Okay, I see.
You trust a nigga named Volsey?
I see your viewpoint.
Or you trust a nigga named Black Atheist Rams? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I see your viewpoints. I see your viewpoint. I can't deny you on everything you just said, because there is a lot of factual evidence on that. And for those people in this room that doesn't know about that, that's too bad. You just have to research. So that's true. However, God, the ultimate supreme being that the last lady was talking about, is separate from what the white person or whoever was trying to place this upon your race. It's a different situation. He's not the one who put them in charge to do that to you. There still is a God, regardless of what happened to your ancestry. You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact,
did you hear when he read Deuteronomy?
Let me tell you one more thing. As a matter of fact, I believe Moses.
Let her finish.
As a matter of fact, I believe Moses was a black man. I believe a lot of that lineage was, a black people, to be honest, in the Bible. And I think you're right in that it is the white man that tried to make it seem like everybody in the Bible is white. And I don't think that's a fact. So I think we should separate the two.
I got you. So Francis, that would actually be irrelevant, because none of that would show that. You would have to actually show that a God is true first. You have to show that one is real first. We just can't assume that one is real just because we're claiming so, and just because his book says so. When it comes to Moses, So when it comes to Moses, most scholars don't actually think that he existed, or at least not as described in the Bible. There could have been a figure that led a group of people out of Egypt, but all of the narratives that we see in the Exodus, that was likely not true, because the Hebrews were not enslaved in Egypt, at least the way that is shown in the Bible. So when it comes to that, even if Moses was a black guy, that would still be irrelevant. We would have to actually get to, is the God true first before we say that.
I see your point.
Gotcha.
But also, I assume both of you are atheists, correct?
Correct.
Or am I incorrect? Okay. Have you ever been Christian in your life, or you've been pure atheist?
Yeah, we were indoctrinated.
Okay. So I'm glad you guys can call it that. And there is a level of that in religion, and I'm not going to deny that. A lot of people don't know religion was a form of indoctrination. Yes, it was. However, now I'm losing my thought. You can't deny, in Revelations, for instance, in the Bible, God's not going to come forward like Satan is. And by the way, Satan is not the opposite of a God, because Satan was made by God. Satan does come to them in person.
It doesn't mean that it does exist.
Yeah,
and just because people say that they've seen it doesn't mean that it's real.
No, you're absolutely correct. However, in Revelations, 700 prophecies have to come true in order for God's second coming, or Jesus' second coming. Well, why in the heck if it's not a true Bible, has more than 350 come true in biblical order, not by randomness, but biblical order. Like, does anybody in this room know about the Euphrates River as being one of those prophecies? I can tell you guys about that.
The Euphrates River always dries up. That's not a prophecy. That always happened. It's like me saying that there's going to be a hurricane. It's like me saying there's going to be a hurricane in Florida. That's not a prophecy. I live in Florida. There's always hurricanes. But hold on, Francis.
That's not what I was saying, though.
Okay, right. So hold on. The one that you brought up was the Euphrates River drying up. The Euphrates River always dries up. That's not a prophecy.
That's not a fact.
That is a fact.
That's not a fact.
Yes, it is.
That is
you want me to Google it?
That is a fact, along with the others.
It
and the only reason
I'm talking about the entire river.
This one sentence. And the only reason the water levels on the Euphrates River is low now is because of dams around Turkey and Syria that people have built to conserve water and stuff for their personal use.
So did you know at one time the Euphrates River, it still exists today. It's almost all dried up. By 2030, scientists say it's going to be gone. Regardless of the reasons for drying up, it's going to be dried up by 2030, up around that time. But did you guys know that the river is actually a quarter or half the size it used to be? Did you know? I didn't even know this. I learned this on an atheist chat one time, that the Euphrates River used to go through mountains. It's actually a small percentage of how big it used to be.
Ma'am, I don't think you heard what I just said. Like, I'm gonna just say this one sentence again that I just said, Vosi, again. Vosi said earlier, all rivers, the water level rises and falls in all rivers, including the Euphrates, all throughout the past. And again, right now, the only reason that the water levels are low in the Euphrates is because of dams that people have built in Turkey and Syria to utilize the water for their personal use. So it's not true.
Yeah. So Francis, is that hold on? It's what? Let me just add in. Let me just add in what you said. I was going to Francis. Be quiet. I just need to add in what Easy said. The reason why that the Euphrates River is at low levels right now is, number one, would be Easy said, and number two, we have climate change, and all rivers. Hold on, wait, listen, hold on. All rivers are getting low, but when it comes to the Euphrates River, it always goes up and down. That always happens. Happens.
But respectfully, no, I agree with you.
Respectfully, yes.
But the thing, but what I'm trying to say is, regardless of the reason, whether it's climate change, dam change, whatever change, consumption change, the minute that river dries up 150%, you guys know what's going to happen, right? And you guys can mark my words. And you guys will remember that day when that river dries up. What it says in the Bible will happen. I assure you, it will happen.
Hey, doctor, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's say
who's talking to me? Okay.
Look to your left. Yeah.
To the left.
So let's say the Euphrates dries up, bone dry, right?
Oh, yes.
And you said everything's happening in order, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what were the first 5 cups of wrath that were poured out? Where do we see those?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Yeah, so the Euphrates River is the 6th bowl of wrath that is poured out. So when did we see the first 5?
Look, I'm not.
Oh, no,
I can't.
You said they're in order.
Details of everything.
You said they're in order.
They are, but I can't name every single detail.
Really?
I'm not like
give me one of
pastor.
them. Give me one of them.
I can't tell you. I'm not going to lie.
I know
to
you don't.
But I know that
you're pulling these out of
no,
your
it's
ass.
not because. No. It's
yes,
not because
you saw some YouTube video or something that said this is coming true,
no,
but it's not.
I actually sit down.
When did the ocean fill with blood?
In Bible studies.
When did the ocean fill with blood? When was every man covered with painful boils from the sun?
I actually sit in Bible studies.
Tell me when that happened.
I don't know.
No, you don't. You sit in cherry picking because you don't.
Right.
No, I'm not.
You literally said.
So Francis,
I actually sit.
You
hey, everybody pause.
Everyone order.
Everybody pause. Everybody pause. Everybody pause. Everybody pause. Francis, you need to pause. Yeah. Please mute up. All right. So to just to add what Mac was saying, right? Because I knew what you were saying. I just had to look it up. All right. So when we look at the bowls of wrath, the 6th bowl is the Euphrates River drying up. So Dr. Francis, you said that all these things were happening in order, right? So Euphrates River is the 6th bowl. The first bowl was supposed to be painful, festering sores and boils with on the mark of with those with the mark of the beast, right? The mark of the beast hasn't happened at all. So what are we what are we going through now? Like, so the Euphrates River is supposed to be dried up in about 10 years, and there is no mark of the beast, and there is no painful boils on all of us. So are you sure these are happening in order, or are these even prophecies that are real? Sorry, you can unmute now. Go ahead.
I said the Euphrates River hasn't dried up, so it hasn't happened not in order either. So the problem I have, one of these problems. So I'm going to let you guys know the honest truth.
You gave
and
it as fulfilled prophecy. You
No,
gave
I'll
it
get
as
off
fulfilled prophecy, didn't you?
Okay, I'll
Did
get
you
off
not
after
give that an example of fulfilled prophecy?
I rather talk to. The
Did you
guys
give
up on
that?
the host.
Did you? Yes or no? Give that as an example.
I don't
of
want to
fulfilled
talk
prophecy.
to you because you're extremely disrespectful. I rather.
I'm
talk
not
to the host.
disrespectful at all. I'm not holding you.
But I
Calling
don't
you
want
on
to
your
talk to you. I
bullshit.
didn't come up. I didn't come
I'm
on your
calling you on your
did I?
bullshit, and you know it.
Hold on,
No?
Mac.
Hey,
Hold
Mac,
on,
give
Mac,
me a
hold on,
second.
hold on, hold on.
Hey, Mac, give me a second.
I don't like.
Just hold on,
I'm
Mac.
not
Mac,
here to
I know,
talk.
I know, Mac.
with
All right,
you.
hold on.
I'm here to
I
talk
got
with
it.
the host.
I got
Okay,
it.
so I'll get off because we have little.
You ain't
men
gotta get
like
off.
that.
I don't like
Just
fake
hold on.
doctors either.
Mac, hold on, Mac. You
I'll
ain't
get
gotta.
off in a minute. I'll get off
You
in
ain't
a
gotta.
minute.
Just
but
hold on. Just wait for a
the
minute.
thing I don't like about these forums is this. Those people like that guy that just comes up and you guys don't protect me. I'm trying to talk with you, not him. I don't want to talk with him. If
You're
he's gonna
grown
be.
women. What should be protect you? All right, so
All right,
Dr.
all right,
Francis,
all
give us a
right,
second.
But the other
Just-
thing is this.
Okay, hold on.
You
Just
don't
wait.
like it when someone doesn't have the same viewpoint, just like the last lady said.
All right, what you were saying, Bar?
God.
Go ahead, Bar.
We don't like it when people have. We don't like it when people don't have the same viewpoint. So so for the people who are, let me just make it because I feel like I got to do this because some people don't know. For the people who do not know who this person right here, don't let nobody else up yet. For the people who, did you do that? If that was you, then I'm not talking to you. I was talking to the moderators. So if you don't know who this person is or that person all the way to the right of Voicy is, those are like moderators or like people that are an extension of me. They're always up here with me usually. So they do speak and ask questions on account of us because they're like a part of like our team or whatever. So when you see Matt come up or you see Beezy come up or you see like the regular crew come up, these are not people that you're going to get protection from because they're a part of our team and they're usually, we trust their judgment. I trust their judgment. When they asking you a question, it's to clarify something or it's to get you to a point. They're not just, oh, I'm finna get bullied by all they. No, it's not. That's not even how this works. Because everybody up here that has been up here, if you're saying something that makes sense or you're answering the question directly, you have the floor. It's usually when you're being dishonest or you're pulling things out of your ass, like he said, that you're going to get cut off and somebody's going to ask you a clarifying question. So these are not just everyday Joe Blows that came up on the panel and get to speak before everybody else. No, they're like fucking, they're always up here with me. I just got to say that for the people who do not watch the show and don't know who these people are. And I'm talking about Be Easy and Mac. Those are my guys, but because they people say stuff like that, but it's like, it's not that you have a separate opinion or a different point of view. You are wrong. And someone needs to tell you you're wrong because you're spreading information in front of hundreds of people. These streams get thousands of views. You can't spread misinformation like that. So you're going to get corrected. That's all. Fossey, go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna basically say the same thing. Mac and Be Easy are they are mods, so they can interrupt it. They can come up here. But the other issue is that when you're called out on something, Dr. Francis, but not just for Dr. Francis, but for anybody who's here, when you get called out on something, we're gonna hold you to task on what you said. Your claim was that that's a prophecy that's being fulfilled right now, and we have 5 other prophecies before that's gonna be fulfilled. Now we do like to hold like these forums and have them be organized and everything like that. But Mac is one of those bulldogs. He's gonna get on you. He's gonna get on you, and I'm not gonna protect you because number 1, you're a grown ass woman. Number 2, white. I'm not protecting you. You know what I'm saying? So those are some areas. Yeah.
Only I'm not gonna make my joke. I'm not gonna make my joke.
Yeah,
Mac, no, I ain't gonna make my joke though. But Mac, no, we
Just know we're at capacity.
yeah.
Yeah. We're at capacity. All right, so
hey, Mac, hey, Mac, you get, that's my dog. Yeah, we at capacity.
yeah, exactly. We're at capacity. So that's just what's gonna happen. All right. If you're a grown person and you make a bad claim, and Mac is that bulldog, he's gonna get on you for making your bad claim. We ain't protecting you. It's gonna be what it is. All right. So go ahead and we'll take that for what it is. And that's going to go for everybody on the stage, all right? We try to keep a respectful forum. If it goes back and forth a lot, I'm going to say, all right, guys, let's slow down. Let's get things one by one. But they're going to get on you, Mac and Easy. Those are bulldogs, all right, y'all? So who was after Francis? After Francis was going to be Jay Scott, I believe. All right, Scott, how's it going? I think
Scholar was, I don't know.
Oh, wait. No, you're right. You're right. It was Scholar.
Yeah,
it was right. It was
he been here for a minute.
Yeah, it was Scholar.
Well,
all right, Scholar, how's it going?
I don't know.
All right, Scholar, how's it going,
sir.
Scholar? How's it going? Are you at least 18? And did you have a religious indoctrination?
Yeah, I'm 18. No, I don't have a religious indoctrination. I'm agnostic to the view. I have a philosophical view to disprove the notion of God. Therefore, I don't believe in him. I don't believe in a tri-omni being true.
Yeah. W. Hey,
what are you agnostic about?
Yeah, I'm agnostic to the tri-omni computulation of these priori propositions. So, like, I don't believe that these tri-omni qualities could exist within a non-computable process in order to be true. Like, I don't believe that an omnibenevolent, omnipotent, and omniscient being could exist all in one intelligent, desirable world.
Heads up, benevolence is not one of the tries.
By omnibenevolence, omnibenevolence is just the all-loving property.
Yeah,
of God.
that's an addition. So the tri is omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent.
Oh, okay.
Well, even then, these three properties couldn't exist all the same time.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're self-refuting. Yeah. It's just a heads up.
Gotcha. No, I agree with you, Scholar. Yeah, that's true. All these omnis can't exist at the same time. What you were saying, Bar? Go ahead.
Hey, I'm good.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing with that. I can't do nothing with that. That ain't my.
Yeah, it's
the way he
stuff.
phrased it. Sorry. Yeah. Do you believe in some kind of God, some kind of creative agent?
No, I don't believe that there could be there's too many inconsistencies within the universe to tell that an intelligent creator could design us.
Okay. I asked it because you specifically mentioned the tri-omni, so that's kind of puts into Christians. So I didn't know if there was another type of God that you were.
Oh nah.
Okay.
Thought that boy was a monophysite.
Yeah,
I don't believe that in philosophy I'm a natural empiricist, so I don't believe that facts can't be proven without facts can't be proven without evidence. If it's in a natural worldview.
All right, cool. So you agree with your prompt though, right?
Yeah, of course. These are things that obviously oppressed us as a people. So I don't agree to these things. These are egregious.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Hey, no, the W Scholar. So Scholar's prompt might be one of the few Phil bros that I can go ahead and tolerate, because the Phil bros on the other side, I'm pretty sure you ran into plenty of them, Scholar. They're
they're terrible.
The cringe. Non-computer. Yeah.
Send me some of that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know you ran into Darth Dawkins, Scholar. You ran into Darth Dawkins yet?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Please don't mention that clown.
Talking about Gary.
Oh yeah, Gary, Darth Dawkins. Who else? Pre-Sup Mars, or as I call him, pre-stupid Mars. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Theo bros.
The Phil bros are some of the most annoying people ever. But hey, appreciate you, Scholar. Hey, Scholar, stay up for just a little bit, just in case you want to go ahead and be in a discussion. We gotta move on to Scott. Scott, how's it going? I think you said in the comments that you were a Christian as well. Are you at least 18? And did I get that right?
Yeah, I'm 25. And yeah, you're absolutely right.
All right, cool.
So you're in the slave religion, Christianity.
Yep, I guess that's how you say it. Yeah,
I'm just picking. I'm being messy.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Black people shouldn't be. My bad, boss. You was about to say this?
No.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say something.
Go ahead. No, but
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing. Like, black people should. We don't believe that black people should be Christian, and I think you actually heard our reasoning for why that is.
I'm in these. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm in these lives all the time. Like, although I don't, I think of myself as a Christian. I still do appreciate, hearing these rants. I sometimes I'm in Easy's lives too. So just, I don't know. I guess just gaining more information. I'm not really truly set on what I actually believe in, and as I get older, I am having more questions.
Cool.
So
I think that's a great way to be, to ask a lot of questions, man.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
You think people should practice religions used as justification for colonizing, their entire continent?
Absolutely not. But I also get the other point of view where it's like, white people have switched the wording around or verses around to make it more so like saying that God hates black people, which I don't think that, me reading up on the Bible and knowing, who Jesus is and stuff like that, I don't think that would be somebody, or that, I don't know.
Do you know what was going on when these like, cause man, I swear to God, man, be easy, you up here. Look, this is what we need to do. We need to have a whole, like, well, you do it, but it's like, y'all need to go watch more Be Easy. That's what I'm gonna say, that because I'm not gonna say we need to do something that Be Easy already doing. Y'all need to go watch more Be Easy. This Jesus Christ character is not, never existed. I wish I could pull all black people's ear, because this wasn't a real person. These gospels are propaganda.
Right.
They say the first 3 are synoptic. That's because whoever wrote them are copying off each other.
They copied off each other. Yeah,
they copying it. This is not 4 separate testaments. This is not 4 separate revelation. This is a nigga copying off another motherfucker, packing shit together that ain't got nothing to do with it, adding all these weird dates and shit. This ain't real.
That's gonna be one of the biggest scams in the whole thing.
Yeah,
like how
and people don't read, and people don't read them like much of them. They literally copy out word for word, verbatim. And scholars, whoever they all like to say Mark is first, and then Luke and Matthew, are copies of Mark and stuff. But according to the story, because they're not real people and stuff. According to the story, Mark never even met Jesus. He was Peter's homeboy, and like Matthew was a disciple of Jesus. And Luke never met Jesus at all either. He was a traveling companion of Paul. So like, if Mark never met Jesus, but Matthew was his disciple, and Matthew and Luke used Mark, as a guide to write their own. So it's like, why would I use someone else's writings who never met the person to as a guide to produce my own, when I have firsthand knowledge and account and witness of the things? So that would be like that would be like me. That would be like me writing a biography of Barr's dad, and then I never met Barr's dad, and then Barr coming after me and then utilizing my biography of his dad to write one of his own about his dad, and using my
going
words
to my dad, like
make it make sense.
All that creates these problems. You know what I mean? So when you have an issue of stories using things word for word, line for line, you're gonna have a big issue, especially when it comes to language, right? Because these things were done over the course of a few decades of each other. The language changes. If they're using the exact same words, it's gonna be a problem there, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know
that makes sense to me.
Yeah, because what'd you say your name was?
Jalen.
Scott.
Well, people call me Jay Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, Jay Scott. Do you know what was going on when these gospels, not when the gospels come out, but like Romans and Jews were unaliving and fighting each other.
Yeah, I know that part for sure.
It was Jewish-Roman wars, and out of nowhere, during a Jewish-Roman war, while all these revolts was happening, out of this, you get this passive motherfucker telling Jews to give to Caesar what is Caesar. And they telling us they waiting on a king with a sword to liberate them from Rome. And you telling me the motherfucker talking about if a motherfucker smack you, turn the other cheek and let him smack the other side. This ain't who they was waiting on.
Right.
Who is that?
Yeah, those two together.
Who is Jesus? Who is that?
Man, yeah, you know what? And I think more so I want it to be true. Maybe that's why I'm still kind of in Christianity and still trying to, see like how this can be true. But a lot of the stuff doesn't make sense to me. I don't sugarcoat. I don't even sugarcoat when I pray. I tell God that it doesn't make sense to me. And that I
asked you.
You know something, Scott?
Hold on.
Yeah, I just want to say, I got you. Go ahead.
I asked you,
yeah.
Do you think people should practice religions used as justification to enslave and colonize their family, their tribe, their continent? You said no, but you come behind that and say you want it to be true.
I think I want that to be true. I think I want it to like the heaven, and we're in an eternal place of loving and peace, and I think I want that part to be true.
Why? Why would you want that with the people that slaughtered your ancestors?
Oh no, I don't want to wish.
I mean, it's not funny, but
no, I don't want to.
Oh, so you think there's going to be a separate one for them?
No. I don't think any of that. I just want it to be. I mean, I just want heaven to be real, like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's being scared of death at the same time, and I don't know.
Because you're scared to go? Is it because you're scared to go back to what you once came from?
You know what heaven is going to be for Gentiles? That's why you want heaven, because you don't know what heaven is going to be for people that are not a part of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's why you want it. You don't know what it's going to be for people that are Gentiles.
Can you tell them right quick?
Yeah, tell me, because I would love to know.
You are going to be serving the Israelites. You are going to be. They are going to be suckling at the teat of Gentiles. You are going to be a servant there also.
And building their walls.
Jay Scott, I wanted to ask you, like, what denomination are you?
I mean, I just think of myself as a Christian. But I go to this church called Tip Ministries, which is starts with a P. I can't even think it right now.
Protestant?
You don't know the name of your church?
No, I know the name of it, but I just don't know. It's
Protestant.
What's the
Protestant?
No, not that one. Not that one.
Presbyterian?
No, not that one. It's another one.
Pescatarian?
No, it's okay. I can't think of the name of it.
Kind of Pentecostal?
But they're extra, like, they're more like so extreme.
Pentecostal?
Pentecostal. There you go. Thank you, brother.
He's Pentecostal, yeah.
Thank you.
So
whoever said that, thank you.
Yeah. So just one that I want to say to Scott, right? Because I was where you were when I was deconstructing.
Right.
I completely understand, right? Because you didn't. The thing is, I think it's something that you probably don't want to admit yourself yet.
Yeah.
One of the big things that kept me in, that I realized after I left, is the reason why I wanted to be true so bad is because I did not want to lose the community, the people that I loved and I grew up with. I didn't want to lose them. My best friend still to this day is in the church. I still keep some traditions, like I'm Haitian, right? So every January 1st, we celebrated by eating something called soup jumeau, which is like the fruits and the vegetables that the masters didn't give us, and we celebrated by eating it, right? Every single 1st of January, I go to my dad's church. Why? Because of the soup jumeau. And it's because of just for traditional reasons. I get to see all the people that I grew up with at the churches because they're also in the church. That tradition, that community is something I did not want to lose. Not only that, I do work in the community. I mean, I do like political education. I do men's circles, helping people out with their stress, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I do stuff like that. Guess what? The majority of people in those circles, they're Christian. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't want to lose the access, or I didn't want to lose the people around that. But I had to be honest with myself. If those people are not going to be connected with me anymore, simply because I don't believe in the way they did, and I still am the same person, did they really want me to? Did they really love me for me, or did they love me because I was just in their thought group? You see what I'm saying? So now, luckily for me, no one cut me off after they found out I wasn't a believer anymore. You know what I mean? My best friend growing up, still my best friend growing up. He's gonna be the best man at my wedding and everything like that. I was the best man at his wedding. All that's still the same. My sister still loved me. My dad, my parents still love me. Everything like that, right? The pastors at the church, they all know, but they all like still hug me and love me every time they see me. So nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? I still have that community, but the reason why I wanted it to be true is because I didn't want to lose that community. That could be where you are right now and not even realize it.
Yeah, and I think it's that plus just being scared of the fact that that life is going to come to an end at some point, and I'm not going to be able to, be in heaven or just things like that because they pitch the eternal life thing a lot in churches.
It sounds like it's bullshit.
Yeah, no, I trust me. I question my Christian friends every day, and I still even when they give me a good answer to it, it's like, okay, I still think it's
not good enough.
Yeah, it's never good enough, and that's why I'm kind of I don't know. As I get older, it's like
Trust me, I was where you are, bro. Trust me, I was where you are. Give it some time. You're gonna think about it more, and you might be where we are in the next 2 or 3 years. It's a scary thought because I was there, but
it's
just keep thinking about it more. I'm gonna push you just a little bit, but I'm just gonna keep telling you, keep thinking about it more, keep researching, keep getting on this getting on lives, hearing about all this information, and make decision for yourself. If you truly think that you can still believe it, even though you don't have any evidence for it, even though most of it is bullshit, then that's your choice to make. But if you want to make an honest decision, I think you would get to where we are at eventually. I'm sorry, did someone else want to say something? I saw.
Yeah, I came up. I really came up to ask this. If you're not really sure if this is true, how are you sure that Jesus likes black people?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about any of that. Honestly.
You did say that though. I remember. I
I
recall you saying
said
God doesn't hate
about black people.
You said God doesn't hate black people.
Doesn't hate black people.
That's what you said.
Oh no, I don't think I meant that. If I did say it, I don't think I meant that. But I meant to say as I'm reading up on the God that I've read about is supposed to care and have love for everybody. So I guess
which God?
That
Deuteronomy 20. That guy?
Leviticus 25?
Leviticus 25?
I'm not trying
Deuteronomy 20?
I'm not trying to
Ephesians?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot you got to go through.
Like you said, I might be up there.
Is that Ephesians 6? Ephesians 6?
Luke 19:27.
Slaves, obey your master. Which
Yeah,
verse? It's a verse. I don't know which one. There's a verse that tells the slave, obey your master, even the ones that are unruly.
That are cruel, yeah.
Even the cruel one. That guy? We talking about
Philippians, there's Timothy.
Ooh, Timothy.
That's exactly why I've been questioning.
Yeah, exactly. Here's one thing I want you to think about, Scott, because it's like, just like how Lord said, how can you be sure that this God doesn't like black people? How can you be not sure of that? Think about this. Christian theology teaches that the Jews are the chosen people, the special people. What other ideologies puts one group of people over everybody else? Supremacist ideologies, right? And supremacist ideologies,
that's a
even
cold
though
one. That's tough.
Yeah. So supremacist ideologies, even though they would say that they just love their people and don't hate anybody else, what does it always morph into? It always morph into hate for everybody else, which is kind of what we see going on in, over there right now, So that's kind of what we see over there right now. So that's something that I had to think about. And I want you to think about that more as well. Why would a God that loves everybody have a supremacist ideology? Why would he have to put one people over everybody else, if that makes sense?
But also, he fucks over them too as soon as they do something he doesn't like.
Yeah, 100%.
He made them eat their children.
Yeah.
He gave them commandments that horrified them that he knew they couldn't keep. As soon as they do something, he doesn't. That's how Gentiles got grafted in. That's how y'all got to be the side piece. Because his bride wasn't doing what she wanted him to do, so he went and got another bitch.
and also, I want you to lock in on what Lord said earlier about heaven.
Yeah,
you're going to be a slave in heaven to these people.
I've never, that's so crazy. I've never even read that before. So I gotta do my own research about that.
Me too. I'm just learning that today.
Yeah,
Thanks for teaching me that, y'all. I didn't know about that.
Well, Jay Scott, we've given you things to think about, brother.
Oh, for sure, I have, and I'm still
You can
fed,
always
I'll still
come. You
be
can
here.
always come back too, bro. You can always come back. It's not
appreciate
the end. It's until next time.
Until next time. Yeah, exactly. Like, no problem, bro. Like, if you have any more questions for us, if you
gotta
have
start
any
it
more,
over.
yeah, man.
You gotta start it over. You ready?
All right. Go ahead. Hey.
Well, I appreciate y'all time, y'all insight. Yeah, it's been a great conversation. Appreciate it.
Hey, not a problem, Scott. Come back anytime you have any questions for us. All right, no problem.
Yes, sir. Peace.
I guess the one like silver lining would be that like the slave masters who were Christians would be slaves in heaven. Little twisteroo there.
Boy, how to wait.
It's the thinnest of silver linings.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
bad.
and real quick before y'all move on, boy, that was like to the lady, not actually two ladies. The second lady,
the white one
before him, bro.
And
bro, when
she said
first I went-
Tertullian was in the first touch. I'm like,
yeah, she said both of them.
Yeah.
Like, and literally, Origen wasn't even born until late in the second century, in like 180 something. And Tertullian was born in the middle of the second century, in 155. But like Tertullian was literally born in Rome, in Tyre, and Origen. What might make her say that about Origen, because Origen was born in Egypt, in Alexandria, Egypt. So people see that and think that, oh no, but no, Egypt was a Greek province and then a Roman province. And when Origen was born in Egypt, it was owned by the Romans. And you know, he literally was born to a Greek father, Leonidas. And you know, like with Origen, because Origen wrote a whole bunch of stuff, but like almost everything about Origen's life that people has and stuff comes from ecclesiastical history from Eusebius.
God,
So you know,
I
take
knew
that
you
as yeah, Eusebius made up so much fake church stuff. But like there's a man named Porphyry.
Whenever we talk
of
about
Tyre.
Eusebius, I just get
Yeah, let me say this last sentence, and I'm putting a period on it so y'all can
My
have it
bad.
back.
Go ahead, bro.
There's a church father by the name of Porphyry of Tyre. You know, he's Roman of Tyre, and Porphyry of Tyre literally writes about Origen and stuff, and he calls him a Greek man. He literally says, and I quote, "There's a Greek man by the name of Origen who was a saint and wrote a lot of great things about the church." Put a period on it right there. So, like, he wasn't black; he was just born in Alexandria, Egypt. But that was a Roman province. He was Greek.
Thank you so much, Be Easy, yo. You
Man,
always
look, man.
always teaching, man. Always teaching. Appreciate it.
Listen, listen, y'all need to, everybody that's watching and you don't follow Be Easy, go follow Be Easy, man, because he goes live about this stuff, and you know he's a history buff, a historian, if you will. Like brother knows history. That's what you want. You don't want to be up here talking about no theology. You want to know time, people, places, dates, events. But Jesus Christ was a real person. Why would you say it? Based on what? Go
Based
follow
on
Be
what?
Easy, man. Be Easy. He know his stuff. I'm learning. I'm getting there. You know, but you know,
We're gonna talk to Demon Knight real quick. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say is that nobody should subscribe to any religion.
Okay. Can you pause for me real quick? Hey, actually, based, but we have like a queue going on. We're gonna talk to Demon Knight real quick, and then we'll get to you right after her. Okay. Demon Knight, are you there? You teacup right now. There you are. All right, Demon Knight. How's it?
Christian in your name, Demon. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Come on,
Let's
man.
see what's going on. Demon, are you at least 18? And did you have any religion at all? Hold on, let me take her off mute. Oh, sorry about that. Demon.
She in the club. It's going down.
I'm a Christian.
Oh, you are a Christian.
Turn
but your
that
name
TV
is-
down in the back, OG. Turn the TV down, man.
Yeah, you on brunch
You
or
setting the
something?
mood, ain't it, man? Turn that down, man.
Yeah, I think they setting the mood right now, and
She
you know,
about to pull up, ain't it? There's a snake in my boot. Thank you. I appreciate it. You got to turn that TV down, brother, so we can have a conversation.
Yeah, either that or get to acquire the place.
Or
Demonite
put
on
on some
demon time.
headphones.
Exactly.
Or some.
Demon, you there?
Yeah.
All right, your background is kind of loud, man. What's going on?
Okay.
There you go. That's better. That's a lot better. All right. So are you at least 18? And you said that you are a Christian?
Yeah.
Going off that lick.
Being a Christian with the name Demonite is kind of crazy, but okay, cool. We don't think that Black people should be Christian. Why do you think we should be?
Y'all got any questions at White House? You know?
You got speaking to the mic, bro. I didn't hear anything you said.
Y'all got any questions about a White House?
Are you able to make out what he's?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on because I ain't got time for
Somebody
that.
said
Let's
get
go
closer.
All right, so Antisocial Caterpillar, you did say that people shouldn't be subscribed to any religion. Cool. Did you have a God belief or believe in a Jesus heart or something like that or anything like that?
I was raised in a Christian church all the way up until I was like 16. Memorized the first few books of the Bible through Bible study and all of that mess, all of that.
Memorized?
Yeah, memorized. When you go to but I don't have it memorized now. But as a child, I'm not lying. As a child, they make you read they make you read the thing and memorize the words of the book.
Yeah, well, I went through that too. I know about that.
Yeah, Bible study 3 times.
She talking like she know the whole word for word.
I don't remember anymore, but I'm saying I knew.
Trying to see what's going on. I'm sorry.
And
Go ahead.
I think that religion as a whole, I don't want to go into it's all made up, but religion as a whole is all made up. And I don't necessarily feel like a God is made up, but a religious God, all of the religious gods are made up. The concept,
which gods aren't religious?
We don't know. I'm saying like a God, period, somebody who created this thing and we don't know why we're here and all of that. There's possibility that there's a thing.
Okay, so but my question would then be number one, do you actually believe that? And number two, is there any evidence to show that's the case? Because if there isn't, I don't think it warrants the belief to believe that. What would you say?
I think it does warrant the belief to believe that. At a point, I would have told you, like I said, up until I was 16, you know what I'm saying? Things wound up happening, and I would have told you I was completely atheist until I had my first child who was completely different from me, who's completely different from his father. He's completely different from any other person in my family. He's just different. And so that to me told me that it's not just my genes and his dad genes that made a person. There's possible that there's a complete thing. Is that thing supposed to be here and love everybody and blah? No, it's possible that they just put us here and we're just a fucking little ant farm and they're just watching to see how the shit goes.
I'm kind of struggling with what you're saying here, because that isn't that all of us? Like
right.
Yeah, I'm playing. But like, isn't that all of us? Because I resemble my father, but like I'm not my
right,
dad.
That's
right?
all of us. We are all completely different. But you are able to think and talk and breathe in a way that's completely different than a fucking dog or a cat.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like
right.
That's everything. But that wouldn't show that a God exists though. So that's what I'm trying to struggle with.
I think that is proof that there's something different between humans than there is a different creature, and it's completely possible that we were not just put here for no fucking reason.
All right. So I'm sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
All of this stuff you're talking about,
whoever who's black atheist rants, okay, I get it. But the prompt is, should people be Christian, Muslim, or BHI?
Go ahead, Mac.
Yeah. So all of this stuff you're talking about has naturalistic explanations. Like, we understand how a more developed cerebral cortex came about and how our higher cognitive abilities came about. There's nothing mystical about it. And
I
also,
think
if
it's all
your
made
God
up.
is hands off, then
It's-
how is he contributing genetic material?
Can you explain that question?
Yeah, you said you and your husband have a kid who's different.
No,
than
I don't
both
have
of
a
you.
husband.
You have a
My
child?
kid's father. He's
Okay,
completely
so-
different from my kid's father, right?
Right. So your child's father, and you, right, are all different, but you and his father contributed genetic material, and you're saying that there's something else in there that makes him different from both of you, and that would mean that your God is meddling.
No.
Yeah, that seems strange because it's like, yeah, we're all different
That
from
would not mean
everybody.
that there's a God meddling. That
All right,
just
so-
means that a presence was put here.
All right, but
At the
it
moment
wouldn't
of conception,
Correct. So Caterpillar, hold on. What we're trying to say is that just because that we all exist and we're all different doesn't mean that there's a supernatural
I
presence
get
or a
what
God
you're
that
trying
exists.
to
That's
say.
what we're trying to say. All right,
I
right.
get
So
what you're trying to say.
got you.
And
So what we're trying to ask.
somebody
so
up here said that
I
they
got
were
you.
agnostic.
Okay, so Caterpillar,
to
hold
be
on.
agnostic
Caterpillar,
is to
hold
say
on.
that you don't
Caterpillar,
believe or
hold
you
on.
don't not-
Caterpillar, hold on. So the question then becomes, what is the evidence to warrant that belief? That's what we're trying to ask.
I have no evidence to warrant that belief. You have no evidence to disprove it.
Right. It's
I'm
not about
here-
disproving it.
I'm not here
It's
to
not
say.
Caterpillar.
I'm not
Caterpillar,
here
hold
to
on.
say that there
Caterpillar.
is.
Caterpillar. It's not about me disproving anything, right? Because this is your position. So I'm just questioning
My
you
position
on your
is not
position.
that there is a God, though. My position.
All right. So your position is that there, because we're all different and everything like that, there's a presence that put us here for some reason.
No,
or there
my
could be.
position is that there's a possibility.
All right. What warrants that belief?
I just told you.
But that okay. So we're all here and we're all different.
I get it. And
that means there's
somebody just said
we're
that
all
there's-
here and we're all different. So there's a possibility that blue dragons are the ones that put us here. So what do we do? What do we do with that now? Yeah, you see how my position and your position are kind of similar, right? Because you can say that there's a possibility of a supernatural presence.
My
I can say
point
there's a
is that you
possibility of a
don't
pink
know.
unicorn.
You don't know.
Of course.
Somebody said they were an
No one-
agnostic. To be
No
agnostic
one
means
claimed.
that you do not
No one
believe in
claimed.
the proof or
No
the
one
disproof of a
claimed.
God.
No
Somebody
one
did say
claimed.
they were agnostic.
No one claimed. No one claimed that there is absolutely no possibility of any gods.
So what you I'm not understanding, because if I say that there is a possibility of a God, you're arguing with me.
Right. I'm asking you what
And I'm
warrants that belief.
literally saying I gave you the reason that I think that there is, and I'm telling
right,
you
so
that I
when we talk-
completely
when we
believe
talk
that
about-
there possibly is not. The prompt,
Right, so-
however, is not asking about.
Okay, so when we look into possibilities, right? The reason why I don't go into the entire possibility things, because in order to be philosophically correct, we can say anything is possible. It's possible that pink dragons is gonna fly out my ass tomorrow, but is that probable?
No, that's not
Right,
probable.
exactly. So
But
like,
you
all right,
cannot-
so like we can go back and forth on what's possible all day, but it doesn't get us anywhere. So that's why I always ask what warrants that belief to believe that it's possible.
Okay,
Because
I get
like
that.
we can
So
say,
I would just then what would your reasoning be as to why we are completely different than animals? And somebody's gonna mention science and prefrontal cortexes and all of those things. But what I
Evolution,
would
yeah.
like to know is, because even science is based on a hypothesis. They're really great guesses, but even base level science is based on a
different?
guess.
Are we completely different from animals, though?
Nope.
No, we don't. We
what kind of
think
not?
differently than animals, though.
Do
And
we?
we are able.
Ma'am.
You're able to communicate in a way
Wait,
that animals cannot.
but do we?
And they can communicate in ways that we cannot.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody, hold on, ma'am. We are apes. You understand that, right?
Yes, I understand that we are animals. I 100%
we're
understand
apes.
that.
We're animals. We're apes.
We are mammals. I
Apes.
understand that.
We're apes, ma'am.
We are mammals. I understand that.
Yeah, we are great apes.
Why when somebody says that, do you say another?
It's not. I'm not
classification?
degrading any. I'm not talking. I mean, all of us are apes. all of
but
us.
this is but Mac is right?
Well.
Dolphins communicate. Elephants have funerals.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I didn't say she. I said we all apes. I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead. My bad, Lord. Go ahead.
The thing is, elephants have funerals, right? They mourn their dead, just like humans do.
Mm-hmm.
Are we different than they are? Just like they probably look at us like, what these motherfuckers talking about? They can't understand us just like we can't understand them.
I can tell you there's one species that's fucking up the planet.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is
maybe not the smartest. I don't know.
Yeah, to be specific. But
exactly.
And what's so funny is that you up here having a fucking manic episode, clearly, because what is happening?
Unhinged.
You up here having a manic episode.
That might be my first time ever seeing like an agnostic firebrand. Like she was on fire for agnosticism.
Yeah, like
Oh my goodness.
you up here obviously having a manic episode because you are sitting up here talking about and animals don't communicate like no, they don't. We don't communicate like them. They don't communicate like us. They haven't been able to break our code. We can't break theirs.
We are mammals.
Yeah, and we're apes, all of us. And,
Yeah,
and
we're
and
mammals,
We weren't
sir.
Like y'all gotta we weren't created. We weren't like no one sat up in the lab and said, let me put these niggas together. You know, put an arm and a leg and a tailbone and belly button. And shit. That's not how this works.
Is like, do they think about moral dilemmas? How would we fucking know? Does anybody speak? Does anybody speak whale? How would we know what they think about? For you to say that they don't because you what?
I know a guy.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dora does, y'all. Remember Finding Nemo? Dora speaks well.
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
I don't know. I think a joke or what it was, but somebody in the comment put disposable thumbs.
Yeah, I think what trips people up, you know, when they hear of ape and stuff, they think that an ape is a specific animal. Like no, it's a category. You know, like yeah, it's not an animal at all. It's a category, just like fish is a category. Like a barracuda is a fish. A tuna is also a fish. A barracuda is not a tuna, and a tuna is not a barracuda. They're not related, but they both belong to the category of fish.
And if you just so happen to set them motherfuckers on fire. little smoke facts. A little smoke up.
Fish.
Yeah, throw a little Tony Satcheries on them. If you fall down and slip, and one was in your hand and it falls on one of them.
It's funny because breaking down Christ is like y'all trying to sound so smart. You're the dummy. It's not us. Like when we say humans are apes, that will not change no matter how you believe in it. It will not change whether you believe that is a fact or not. It doesn't change.
Lord, people want to call us dumb and then come up to the stage and say Jesus was from Bethlehem.
Jesus was from Bethlehem.
Yeah, that's how he said it. From Bethlehem. Yeah.
It doesn't. It's a literal category.
If you just happen to,
but I understand why Black people get angry, right? I understand why Black people take exception.
Yeah, I get it.
To someone saying, "Oh, you're an ape," because motherfuckers called us monkeys for so long, but a monkey and an ape are not the same thing.
Hey, look here.
For one thing,
if you just so happen,
just a little bit, little Tony Satcher, little cayenne,
little green, and you just happen to put some smoke.
Barracuda po' boy.
A barracuda po' boy, exactly.
You just happen to, build your little fire outside in nature and just, set that motherfucker on fire. They not the same, but I'm telling you.
Hey Mario, are you still there, Mario? Is Mario still there? If Mario's not there, we're just gonna go ahead and skip. We're gonna skip. Oh, there's Mario. Mario, how's it going, Mario? Are you at least 18? And did you have a religious indoctrination? You there, Mario?
My name Mario. I'm a Christian.
Mario. Do. Mario going once. Mario going twice.
You nigga fighting browser.
Browser.
Is it
All right.
Bowser or browser?
Bowser.
Hey, look. Tomato.
The
Hey, listen here.
Firefox.
Tomato, tomato. A tomato, tomato.
He's
God damn it.
fighting Firefox.
I said browser. Chrome, nigga.
All right, breaking down Christ. Breaking down Christ is gonna be my. I'm only gonna be here for breaking down Christ because I gotta go. I gotta do homework and shit, so I gotta get all that done. So breaking, how's it going? We know what your religious indoctrination is. Are you at least 18?
Awesome.
Are you at least 18?
Yeah.
Cool. Why should black people be Christian?
I believe everybody should be Christian.
Right. We're talking about black people though.
I believe it's the truth. It helps our I would say it helps our well-being. It helps push us forward, community, looking out for one another.
I not only will I say how so, I would say in a lot of ways it doesn't. Because look at how a lot of black Christians will look at the country of Haiti to say that the way that it is today is not because of things like white supremacy, not because of things like unfair trade deals, not because of things like the IMF, giving higher interest loans than everybody else, but they will say it's because we made a pact with demons. And that's how we won the Haitian revolutions, which kind of implies that it was better for us to be slaves. So when you say that it pushes us forward and makes us look out for one another, I don't see that.
Well, that's because a lot of people don't follow it how it should be followed. It's supposed to be community based. That's what the whole purpose of the church is, to come together, look out for one another, look out for the widows, look out for the poor.
Can you do that without religion?
Well, I believe there's people who can, but I think that's the whole point of the Bible, is that God allowed y'all, well, he allowed y'all to see that without him, you guys can't, because there's selfishness.
Okay, so breaking. I need you to answer this as a yes or no. Can I have community and look out for people without being a Christian?
Yes.
Okay, so it's unnecessary.
Well, no, again, the Bible in Christianity isn't just about community. That's a part of it.
Okay.
But the whole basis is to get back in relationship with him, but also to show us that his morals are the way he sees morality, good and evil, is better than ours, and for us to trust in that.
Is slavery good?
No, slavery isn't good.
So how come he allowed it?
Let me say slavery in the way.
That's the same slavery in the Bible. It's the same. It's the exact same. It's the exact same. It's chattel slavery. It's the exact same slavery. It's the exact same.
Not all.
It is
Not all,
the
huh?
slavery of Leviticus and Deuteronomy. The exact same slavery. It's the exact same slavery. We're not talking about indentured servitude.
I'm not talking about that either.
Okay, it's the exact same slavery. Do you know what the word chattel means?
You can go ahead and explain it.
Chattel is just movable property. Chattel had nothing to do with the degree of cruelty. I think people think that, but that doesn't. It just means you can move your slaves from one place to another because they are your property. That is what that's what God says in Leviticus 25, 44 through 46.
I swear they think it means you can beat them like cattle.
Exactly. They think it has something to do with cattle, but it's not. But that's what Leviticus that's what Leviticus 25, 44 through 46 says. It says you can leave them as an inheritance for your children because they are your property. It's just chattel slavery. It's the same slavery. It's no different.
It's not the same, because again, the reason slavery was, I guess, allowed back then. Have you guys looked into possible apologetics for it?
I have wanted people to work for them.
But this is the thing. I'm not talking about the reason for the slavery. You said it was not the same kind of slavery. Can you tell? Okay, well, can you tell me what the difference was? What is the difference between the slavery in Leviticus 25, 44 through 46, and chattel slavery, and the transatlantic slave trade, and the chattel slavery, the transatlantic slave trade?
So I would say that there was a lot of more kidnapping going on. There's a lot more looking at the slave as less than human.
How do you know that you can beat your slave in the Bible?
Yeah,
you can beat him. You can beat him, and the only way he gets to be let go is if you knock out his eye, knock out his tooth, or put his eye out. You could break his leg, and he's still your property.
Can't break the leg.
And that was only from.
Yes, you can.
And that was only
break his leg.
Yeah, because he's not going to die in a few days if he breaks his leg. If you set the leg, he's not going to die in a few days, right? And that was only for the male slaves. The female slaves, and that was for only male Israelite slaves. The female Israelite slaves, they still stayed your property. But I was going to say this, Breaking, because Breaking, you said something very important. You said that and during the Atlantic slave trade, they didn't view them as human. But here in Leviticus 25:44, what exactly what Lord's brought up, their property. They didn't say these are your humans. They said these are your property. So the moment you view someone as property, you're viewing them as less than human regardless. So it is the same.
No, again, it's not, because because you guys are trying to harper on one verse, but if you keep reading, there was.
What about Deuteronomy? No, we brought up multiple verses.
Let's hear his.
Yeah, we brought up multiple verses. You keep saying we brought up Leviticus. We brought up Deuteronomy.
I gotta know what his.
Yeah, I gotta know what his apologetic is gonna be. So if we keep reading Breaking, what else is gonna say? Because after, which one are you talking about? Leviticus 25:44 to 46.
I think he's talking about Exodus.
Okay, let's keep going. Which verses are you talking about? When you say when we have to keep reading, what do you mean? Which verses are you talking about? Go ahead. I'm Breaking.
Well, so first, I want to, get into some apologetics of it. We have to understand that the slavery during that was.
Let me ask you a question before you start. Wait a minute. Are you black?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
So okay.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Finish.
I just want y'all to hear a black man say, "Let me get into the apologetics
of slavery
for you."
Yeah,
calling it.
Yeah, because if you want to go that route, I believe I had a Christianity but slavery abolished.
And it was the main people who wanted to keep it.
Who'd they fight against to do that?
Christianity did not start slavery.
Who did they fight? Who did they fight against?
Slavery started in 32 AD.
Breaking. Are we talking about the transatlantic slave trade? Who did they fight against?
Hold on, you just said.
Listen. Who were the Confederate? Who was the Confederacy? Who was the Confederacy made up of? Breaking.
Hold on, let me breaking. You got Breaking. Answer. You calm down. Listen,
he must be on speakerphone or some shit.
He is.
You gotta answer the question because it's going to help you understand something. You gotta answer the question. The answer to the question is going to help you. Just answer the question.
So just to ask the question again, Lord's asked you very, very clearly. You said that those Christians who ended it, right? Who were they fighting against to end it? That's the question, Breaking. You can get off mute. Go ahead.
They fought the Southerners.
Okay, who was in the Confederacy? Who made up the Confederacy?
Religious
demographic. Who are those people?
Yeah, the religious demographic of the Confederacy. What was it, Breaking?
They can claim to be Christian. That's what.
Nah.
You're not going to do this
because you claim something.
Listen. I know, and that means you're not a Christian either. That means you're not a Christian.
If I say I'm a good man,
Sir,
I'm a good husband.
I don't care about that. You're not a Christian either. So why are you up here? You're not a Christian.
Wait, what sin? What sin would a person be committing by owning a slave?
I don't think it would be doing a sin, owning a slave.
There you go.
Keep that going. What sin would they be committing by beating a slave?
I believe we are in the New Testament, so I don't know if they should be
Jesus said to follow the law.
No, but see, we going. That's why I wanted to jump in before, because y'all keep taking.
Yeah, we're diverging. Okay, so breaking. Let's go ahead and break this down. I'm sorry, y'all.
I mean, he's the one that brought up the New Testament. What do you
he
mean
is.
we're diverging? You brought it up. You brought it up. Now
I'm
you
saying
don't want
that-
to talk about it?
No, because I never even got to my apologetics. So the first part before you jumped in.
All right, so breaking. Hold on. We're gonna get to the we're gonna get to the apologetics, but the only reason why we didn't get into it is because you reversed you backtracked a little bit. But we're gonna get to the apologetics. So when it comes to slavery, right? Especially in modern times, Christians were fighting against other Christians. There's no way to deny that, because the Southern Baptist Church, the reason it became the Southern Baptist Church was to defend slavery. So 100%, we know that's true. All right. So now let's get into a black man apologizing for slavery. So let's go ahead and talk about that. What is the apologetics that explains how this slavery is different from the modern slavery? Go ahead.
So that's not what I'm explaining. But for further people who are really into trying to understand it, I would say look up Sam Shimon on slavery.
No, can you tell us?
YouTube.
Can you tell us?
I'm going.
Tell us.
I'm going. I'm just saying. If you want to look at the whole thing,
Just tell us. We don't have time for this. Just can you just tell us?
Breaking.
never really talk.
Breaking.
Cut me off.
Wait, hold on. Breaking. Stop. Chill. Listen, we don't want you to say, go look up this person on YouTube. You said that there's apologetics for this. So you say it. What is your apologetic?
Oh, okay. So from my understanding reading is that the slavery that was administered and monitored was a sense of judgment to those people that in the promised land, that when the Israelites came through, those people that were enslaved, they were administered that slavery because it was a divine judgment.
Okay. So Yahweh. Now, yeah, that was gonna be my next thing. Number one, it doesn't say that anywhere. But number two, Yahweh is a bigoted tyrant. Is that what you're saying?
No, so here's the thing.
No, it is because you just said that God was passing a judgment, so he's a bigoted tyrant.
No, that's your opinion.
You literally just said it. You literally just said that these are the judgment that these people were getting. Judgment for what?
So 400, 500 plus years of sin, of evil that they were doing before.
Oh, bigoted tyrant. Yeah. So, sin towards what? Because they weren't worshiping Yahweh. They were worshiping other gods.
No, you don't have to.
They didn't do anything to Yahweh.
Wait, what is this 400 years?
He's
talking about the Amalekites. The
laws were given 40 years. The laws were given when they got out of Egypt.
This is why I say, like, you guys talk about the Bible, you don't even really know it. In Genesis.
All right, so breaking. Hold on. No. Breaking. You literally said that the slavery that's in Leviticus, it was to be passing a judgment on those people. It doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that's the case. Now that's number one. But number two, no. It doesn't say anywhere in Leviticus or in the Bible anywhere that's the case. That's number one. But number two, if you're gonna say that God's passing a judgment on these people, he's a bigoted tyrant. Because how is slavery? Because slavery is putting one group of people in a position under another group of people, which causes bigotry. Your God should know that, since he's all knowing, right?
If you read the Bible, you would show that God tells them to look at the slave in a different way as well. Like
Where?
to still treat them with love still.
Hold on. How do you treat people who are your property with love? How do you do that?
Don't people do that with dogs? With cats?
Oh, so they were pets.
Oh, I'm just saying, don't people do that as a dog and cat? That's your property.
Yeah, so no, you're that's your ward. No, hold on, stop. Breaking. I got you because I'm about to get off anyway. So breaking. Here's what people actually don't understand. Hold on, breaking. I'm answering your question.
You niggas is dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
And cats and pets.
You niggas is dogs.
Shut up. You niggas is dogs and cats. You niggas is pets. You Negroes. You ungrateful Negroes. Take this fucking puppy child and shut up. You ungrateful Negroes. I want you to eat this fucking puppy child and I want you to shut up.
Niggas is pets, bro. Wow.
Do you process these things before you say them?
Oh no, he just driving down the street high on going.
I feel like you're throwing water on a grease fire.
He asked a question about property. Can you love something that's your property? And I said, dog or a cat. As an example.
Hey. Property, human people, black people, your fucking ancestors were property. Their kids will be subject to that same idolatry. Hold on, man. You're trying to compare dogs and cats to the property of human beings that was ordained and justified and or perpetuated by Christianity, by this motherfucking Roman law? Are you stupid? Come on, man. Property, dogs, cats are not the same as enslaved men and women.
He asked the question. I'm not making a comparison.
Your response was stupid. You don't compare that.
Comparison. What are you talking about?
He asked, "Can you love anything that's your property?" And I said, "A dog or a cat." Don't people love dogs or cats?
A dog or a cat is not fucking property either.
Yeah,
it's not your property.
Michael Vick
it's
went
not.
to jail.
You know what? You know what?
or
If
cat
it's
was property,
exactly,
Michael Vick wouldn't have went
listen.
to jail.
If a dog is
What
my
about a
property,
house? What about a house, then? What
if
about
a dog is my property, I should be able to do what. Sir, stop screaming. You have to stop it. You gotta fucking stop it. Something is wrong with you.
He is saying the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
If a
What
dog
about
were
a
my
house?
property, I could stomp it. I don't know if y'all know, but this girl that streams on Twitch, she got her Twitch suspended because her dog on Twitch. I mean,
She was
was
beating it.
screaming, yes,
Yeah,
and her
you
Twitch
cut
got
out for a
banned.
second. People didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry. She beat her dog on Twitch, on live, and she got banned. If the dog was my property, if even my house, then I could just burn it down with no consequences. I could just burn that motherfucker down with no consequences. But I can't. I can't just burn my house down. I can't. I'm going to jail. I can't just burn my car. I sure can't. I'm going to jail.
All right, so break it. Let me go ahead and break this down for you, like I was saying before, right? The love you have for property is never going to be the love you have for humans. If you crash your car and total it, you're going to be pretty sad that you total your car. But if your mom dies, that's going to feel a lot differently, isn't it? The love you have for property is never going to match the love you have for humans. And these people were property, meaning that they were just my fucking laptop. If I break my laptop now, I can go ahead and buy another one. It's going to suck that my laptop is gone, but I'm going to get over it in a day. But if my mama wants to die right now, I will be depressed for the next 5 to 6 years. I can guarantee you. And so would you. I can guarantee that, unless your mom, you have a good relationship with them. But just a normal relationship, a loving relationship, like you have with your parents or your siblings or whatever, I guarantee, or your wife or your brothers or whoever you have a relationship with, the love you have for human beings is not the same thing you have for things. It's just not.
Of course, but that wasn't the point. The fact that you try to take my answer and try to connect it to something else, like that's this.
Sir, you literally compare people to objects. What do you mean you're not comparing? Yes, you
asked
did.
a question. He said, "Can you love something that's your property?" And I said, "Yes." And I listed off different things. But you guys are trying to connect that to people, and I'm like, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Break. Yeah. I know that's not what you're saying, but it defeats it actually exposes the depravity of this type of slavery and depravity of your God. He said to show love to their property. You can show love to I can show love to my laptop, but my laptop is not my wife, bro. That shows the depravity of your God.
Of course, it's not.
Of course. All right, exactly. So that shows the depravity of your God.
It does. So, all right. What I was getting into was the slavery again was allowed because of the people were doing evil for generation upon generation upon generation. Instead of wiping them out.
Where does it say that?
Because
the 400 years you're talking about was Egypt. They didn't give a shit what the other.
So in Genesis,
they didn't give a shit what the other nations were doing while they were in Egypt.
No, in Genesis, the promise to Abraham.
When God says He's going to put His people into captivity.
If you keep on, He's saying that I'm not giving y'all this land yet because the sin hasn't reached its capacity yet. That means the people, he's giving them opportunity. So those 400 years in Egypt, those 400 years of the people still continuing their sin.
How is he giving them a chance if he knows it's not going to happen?
What do you mean? They don't.
Does he know?
all-knowing.
Will his prophecy be fulfilled?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Then what chance do they have?
They have
They
no
can make
chance.
God wrong?
Or it's like
No, breaking. They have no chance because you said they
Can
gave him a
make God wrong? Can you answer the question? Can they make God wrong?
I don't believe so. No.
right, so they didn't have a chance.
But that's the thing. It's like when you're a parent and let's
No,
say
as a parent,
Can they make God wrong? You just said they couldn't make God wrong. You just said that. What do you mean? As a parent, am I all knowing?
Right, that's gonna be my next question.
There we go. Yes, bro.
Are you cooking us something right now? Yeah, as a parent, just how the Lord said, we're not all knowing. So we tell our child to not touch the stove. We know 9 out of 10 chance they're gonna touch the stove, right? But there's still a 1% chance that we'll be wrong, that they don't touch the stove. Like me, I didn't touch the stove when I was young, even though my parents thought that I would. They were wrong, right? That's different from your God. Your God knows everything. He knew that I was gonna put on this black T-shirt when trillions of years ago before He created me, according to your theology. So that means that He knew these what will happen to these people too. So there was no chance. They can't make God wrong, just like how you said.
But he gives them the time because still, when things happen, there's still generations that still need to be made.
Did He know what would happen?
Correct. Yes.
So
That's
there
what he
was no
told-
chance.
That's not the point I'm getting at though. Is that
How can He give them a chance if He knows they're not going to take it? He knows guaranteed it's not going to happen.
Because even in the future of things, there are a lot of I guess slaves or Canaanites.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all go ahead, keep staying on the live though, because there's going to be a lot more people coming up. Y'all back with the new content. He's gonna waste your time. We're gonna bring Mario back up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you all know who back is, but he's gonna waste y'all time. I'm just gonna go ahead and warn y'all that with that now. Hey, Mario, please mute up.
He sure is.
Yeah, back is gonna waste y'all time, y'all. Just to let y'all know. But
Never
I'm gonna
heard
go
of
ahead and
him.
get out of here. Bar. Just Mark. Listen.
We'll see. I wanted to ask you a question before you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
How can you say that slavery is bad when you come from an amoeba?
That is hilarious.
You think you came from a rock?
You think you came from a rock? We already know that's what he's gonna come up with. We already know that's what he's gonna come up with. But we're gonna get out of here. But I'm pretty sure Mac, Be Easy, and I think Lords have all ran into back before. Trust me, he's gonna be a headache. All right, Bar. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, y'all. And I do appreciate y'all being here. All right, so over on the Deconstruction Junction and the Black Atheist, actually, I'm gonna keep Black Atheist Coalition open. But over on Deconstruction Junction and over on my channel, Volsy Thoughts, the stream is going to end. You guys can go to the other channels to keep the conversation going. I just want to say that I appreciate you all being here. Remember, y'all, the Black Atheist, Agnostic, and Skeptical Cookout is happening soon. The Bash Cookout is happening in June. I'm talking to the park right now. They're gonna send me the contract this week so we can sign it and get that pavilion. And I appreciate all of y'all for being here. You all are invited to the cookout. Now this is a black cookout. If you have a spouse or whatever who's white, of course, bring them. I'm not gonna say not to bring them, but this is a black cookout, so all y'all are invited. Bar is gonna be performing his new music because he got an album to drop this month. All right, got an album to drop this month, so he's gonna be performing his music. So the Black Atheist, Agnostic, Skepticals, and Humans Cookout is coming soon. The flyer will also be dropping sometime this week, and the RSVP will be dropping sometime this week as well. I'll be sending it up to everybody. I do appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good one. All right, peace out, y'all. Love y'all.
Later, man.
I'm gonna let one more person up here because they've been begging to. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Love y'all. Peace.
I don't know how to get that promotion.
What's it?
Oh, it's over.
Oh, you wanted the promotion. My bad.
I got thrown into the Top dog.
Well, my bad. I ain't. Yeah. Let's try to. I'm gonna get out of here too, but let's try to clear the board for, people been waiting. Let's try to clear the board. We was talking working down Christ. So before we, if you're black, if you're a descendant of African people, if you're a descendant of black people brought over to this stolen land, you wouldn't be Christian if it wasn't for colonialism. That's all. That's the bottom line. Christianity is a slave religion for specific groups of people. Black people is one of those groups. We got it through colonialism and slavery. The Egyptians were already conquered and colonized by Alexander the Fake and his generals, and the Ethiopians were already in alignment with there's a snake in my boot. The Ethiopians were already in alignment with Rome and Constantine. So even though they were not like, we're gonna come in and take over, colonize, you don't have to colonize a group of people that are willing to do business anyway. Why would I colonize you when there's a snake in my boot? Why would I colonize you if you're going to convert to my religion and use my infrastructure and spread my religion throughout your kingdom too? You work for me now. So yeah, when you look at Ethiopia, Christianity spread from the top down. The kings converted, his court converted, and then they spread it throughout the kingdom. So wherever you look at on the continent of Africa, we got Christianity from contact or colonialism or doing business with white folks. And yeah, so that's all I would tell you before we go to the next person. Mario, are you how old are you? What is your religious indoctrination? Y'all shout out Vossi too, man. Shout out my boy Vossi. Go follow him on TikTok. Go sub to the YouTube channel. And just stay connected. Damn, I forgot to tell them to put the damn Discord in the thing. I'll do it before I get off. How old are you? What is your religious indoctrination? Mario. All right. Flame, how old are you? What is your religious indoctrination?
I'm 29. I believe in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make. I'm an Israelite. I believe in that type of thing. Mm-hmm. So, I also wanted to make a statement on what you said. As far as you said, Christianity, being a problem to Black people.
Yeah,
and so forth. I definitely agree with that. But I also wanted to make a statement that Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible.
You're right. The Christians predate the Bible. You're right. The Christos, the Christ, the Christians, the Christianity, the Christos, the KRST, the Anointed One, the Supreme like, God offering eternal life and salvation.
Yeah, I understand.
The dying and rising gods. You're right. All of that predates the Bible. You're right.
I'm thinking about like I'm trying to make a difference as in like what Christianity teaches is contrary to the Bible.
The Christians use the Christian Bible when they translated the Torah in Greek and then made up the New Testament. That's theirs. I would say the Torah isn't theirs, but that Septuagint and that New Testament is 100% theirs.
As far as like Christians believe like Christ was born on December 21st. That's not scriptural. They also believe.
Wait, what? You ain't hearing. That's irrelevant. You ain't hearing what I'm saying.
The teaching. The teachings of Christianity is the reason why it's so much.
What does the scripture say about?
Wait. Let him get that bullshit out, please. What?
I mean, it might be bullshit to y'all, but
let him get it out though. Get it out.
Yeah. I'm saying like Christianity. Like, let's say y'all might not believe in the Bible. I understand, but what y'all believe, y'all might not believe anything based on the Bible. But what y'all believe is like based off what Christianity has taught y'all. So you
No.
might not believe anything that the Bible has taught you, but the confusion
No,
that
don't
you
make
have.
that don't follow. That don't make sense. That's irrelevant. I don't want you to talk about Christianity because you're not a Christian. You're an Israelite. You believe you're a descendant of who?
I'm a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yeah, those weren't. There's no evidence those people walked the earth. The Old Testament is foundational mythology for those Canaanites that broke off and turned into Israelites. They worship El Baal and Asherah. They were polytheistic from the Levant. Are you a Syrian, a Palestinian, a Canaanite? Are you from Lebanon? Where do you descend from in that region? Do you know where the Levant is?
Do you understand the totality of the Bible? Tell me.
No, answer my question. Do you know where the Levant? Stop. I don't want to have to mute you because they be saying I be muting people.
Did you cry to
And
get
we
up
got
and
muted.
flop like a fish? Can you stick with the?
Do you know where the Levant? My bad, Matt.
Mac
My
Luster
bad.
is- No, I'm
My
just,
bad,
you know,
Matt.
directing
My
traffic.
Because they didn't hear what you said. Because that's my fault. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm just saying he came up here to flop like a fish. Like answer the questions that the host is asking. That's all you gotta do.
Mac Luster, what's your nationality?
I'm Levantian.
Oh, he done got us, Mac.
Yeah, I'm from the Levant. If you must know.
He caught you, man. He caught you, man. I
Are you
tried to
familiar with a guy
hide your identity.
Are you familiar with a guy named Fermentius? That's my brethren.
Oh gosh. Do you
Now,
know?
hold on. Bro say, hey, bro,
That nigga said he done interrogated Matt. He want to know where that man from, man.
He caught that cadence right away.
Goddamn Edomite. But nah, let's. I want us to get on topic. Do you know where the Levant is?
Explain it to me.
No. Mm-mm. You said you are an Israelite. Do you know where the Levant is?
I mean,
I'm not explaining your homeland to you. Do you know where it's at?
I'm saying for a person who doesn't know, being wise is asking what you're talking about.
Huh?
Stop with all that, bro. Yes or no? Do you know geographically where the fucking Levant is? It's an area in the world. It's a part of.
I thought you was about to tell. I was about to be mad. I was like, damn, Shaka.
No, come on, just me. You know, but I'm sitting there waiting for you to get it because I got
you was about to tell him. I was about to say, hold on.
Come on now, you know I'm up here with the sniper rifle.
Well, you scared me. I had to hold him. You about to tell that nigga?
Come on, bro.
Don't tell him. I know.
You know I don't censor myself. I'm waiting for him to get to it.
I'm saying,
I'm about
okay,
to
well,
expose the
enlighten
shit
me.
out of him.
No,
man. Yes or no?
The Israelites are
the
Israelites are a specific people from a specific place. If you say you're them, you should know where this is on the map. If I gave you a globe and I spent that motherfucker and I told you to stop on the Levant, what would you say? Where is it?
I will look where the Levant is.
Where is
to
it?
The map.
Where is it? Tell me.
You know the word Levant is not on a map, right?
I'm saying if I don't know,
It's not a word
then
on the map.
someone
It's
will
a
teach it.
region. Where is it located?
I'm saying if someone tells me where it's located, then I will understand it.
Yeah. Wow. Teacher, if you give me the answers, I'll pass.
If I say that I'm a,
and then you take the test. Come on, country man.
Okay,
this is your supposed heritage.
I'm saying you
don't
I'm
know.
saying you was talking about
Brother,
people
you are
who
not
lost
at
their
liberty
heritage.
Hey, brother, you are not at liberty to start slanging jokes, bro, because you are doing bad. Do you know what the Levant is? You said no. So you say you were Israelite. Now we see that you've been passed down your Israelitism. What is this you're looking at right here? What is this map? What are those different colors? What do those things represent?
Those represents the regions and the lands that's located in the so-called Middle East. That's what they call it.
Yeah, bro. You need to stop cosplaying and you need to learn.
I'm not cosplaying.
You need to
That's
learn.
not even
so
right.
This okay. So what are the 12 tribes? What are the 12 tribes of the Hebrew Israelites? What are the 12 tribes, bro?
Okay, it's 12 tribes: Manasseh, Judah, Ephraim, Reuben, Gad, Simeon, Issachar, Asher.
Are you looking at the screen while you say that?
Let me see.
You know some of them. You clap for him a little bit. You know some of
No,
them.
say what you,
Yeah, I'm looking now.
Say what you
I'm looking
saying
now.
one more time. No, look.
Yeah,
now I'm actually gonna help
turn
you.
the
Say what
I'm
you
looking
saying
now.
one
turn
more
the green
time.
screen off.
Look at the screen and say what you were saying one more time. Look at it.
I'm looking at it now.
All right, say what
Dan,
you were saying one more
Gad,
time.
Dan, Ephraim, Gad, Simeon, Judah, Reuben, Manasseh, Zerubbabel, Naphtali, Asher.
And what does
Issachar,
it say right here? What does it say right here?
The Mediterranean Sea.
So where's this region at right here? Did you name these 12 tribes of Israel? That's the 12 tribes of Israel. They ain't people. They ain't people. I'm gonna show you what the people look like, by the way, before they was actually a land. But you just read it. So you
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Hold on. No,
let me ask you a question. Did not people name their lands after their fathers?
Brother,
they did not name the lands after the people.
Flame, be quiet.
You didn't even know this. You didn't even know this.
I'm
so
knowing
be
now,
humble.
but I know that.
All right,
I know that for sure.
Here go your 12 tribes. You knew the names, but you didn't know what those names were applicable to. Now let's go back. We're gonna go back to one more thing. No, the fuck you didn't. Talk
You
about
asked
you
me
did.
about that
Stop
little
lying, man. Hey, what is this right there? Who are those 12 people? First off, who is this? Who is this man right here?
I don't know that image. What is it?
Who do you think it is? If I'm giving you a slide and we're talking about a certain topic, who is this man right here? Who you think this is right here?
Okay, so
I give you a hint. Hold on, I'll give you a hint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can't see the other one. 11 and 12 are in there, and that's one man. Who you think this is?
So that's supposed to be depicted as Christ?
Hell no.
Oh man, what the? Oh, so that's supposed to be Jacob.
What?
It's supposed to be Jacob and his 12 sons.
That's exactly who that is. That's exactly who that. Take a screenshot so you can quantify.
I mean, I realize because he's laying in bed, so it's supposed to depict the story.
Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot.
Take a screenshot so you can quantify it. That's Jacob. Remember, you said you a Hebrew Israelite. You niggas think that y'all black.
I'm saying that's a real depiction of Jacob.
That is a real REAL depiction of Jacob. Take a screenshot, brother. Just take a
Have
screenshot.
you noticed? Have you seen Russian icons?
Oh my God.
No, I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about.
That thing Putin trolled you with?
Yeah. I know what he's talking about. He's talking about when Putin trolled everybody with them. Oh, you want me to? Okay.
I got a question. I just want to ask one question. I probably don't know this. I can't ask questions.
Don't
I just want to ask one question. I
Wait
just
a
want to
minute.
ask one question.
Don't believe the white men over here. Believe the white men in Russia.
Ask one question.
Exactly. All right. So hold on.
Because I really don't understand.
That's Jacob. That's Jacob, who later became a fucking land called Israel. That is the most dumbest shit I ever seen or heard in my life. But that's Jacob. Here go his 12 sons right here from Rebecca and whatever the fuck her name was. These are the people. This is the 12 so-called tribes of Israel, right? This is Israel. How the fuck this man become a landmass is beyond me. But this is what I want to actually. This is a question I got for you, brother. I know you and your master teachers ain't. And matter of fact, let me give you a little quantifiable evidence to make sure we on the same page. So go to names you named, right? There go one of them ladies. There go the other lady. There go Jacob, who became who? Israel, right? Let's go to here. This is the next thing we're gonna go to. Explain this for me. Who is that?
I don't know what it is.
That's one of y'all coat of arms. These names in here, take a wild guess. Take a wild guess of which one this is. This is the code. That's the Israelites' coat of arms. Take a wild guess of which one of these individuals that is. Matter of fact, I'll do this for you. Here you go. Take a screenshot, pimpin'. Take a screenshot of that and look up the name real quick. We're gonna deconstruct y'all 12 motherfucking tribes of Israel and this Hebrew Israelite shit. Y'all being black. You can't get out of this. So did you get the name yet? This is one of the 12 coat of arms. I picked this one specifically. Did you get the name yet or no? I'm waiting. You're on mute, bro.
No,
You're on mute. Say again?
No, I did not get the name to tell me.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna tell you nothing. I want you to get this name so that you can say Shaka didn't lie to you You screenshot this and you get it on your own. This is one of y'all coat of arms. COAT. That's one of y'all coat of arms right here. This is an Israelite. This is one of y'all coat of arms.
Are you an atheist?
And I got this. Man, look here. Stop asking me questions. I'm black.
I'm saying though, like you got something to say, but y'all mute me when I'm talking.
I didn't mute you, bro. My hand, look, these my hands right here.
Like I'm not offended about what y'all teach or nothing. You know what I'm saying? What you're saying, but don't get offended when I start speaking.
It's not offense. You're interrupting people. That's
Matt
all it is.
Lobster, be quiet. You ain't
That's all it is. Watch. What? I guess one of us is going to be quiet.
Did you get the name yet, brother? I know this shit hurt.
What I don't understand is why don't you like American Mac Luster, but the white Russian people that told y'all that actually he didn't even say that.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no problem with the white Russians?
No, I don't. I am not saying that I don't have a problem with white Russians. I don't even care like about Mac Luster like that. But I'm just saying I'm talking to one person. I'm not trying to have a
Sir, you are on a panel.
I know, but everybody's trying to question me. I
You
just want to deal
said
with one person.
you said the white Russian. Look, did you see what they said? Them people didn't even say nothing about what the motherfuckers lied and said they said.
How you say your name, Bethany?
You were complaining about getting muted. I told you.
I just want to understand. I just want to understand this part. I would like, can y'all like where did atheists come from? Is it like who was the first atheist? That's all I wanted to know.
The first person to believe the bullshit.
Hey, so before you go to atheist shit, we gonna ignore this?
No, I just want
this. This is who
just
you
tell me.
This is
If you such a teacher, just tell me.
Represent, brother. You call yourself a Hebrew Israelite. You
listen. I would not blame someone for what they do not know. I would just tell them for what they don't know. If they don't know it, just tell me.
Your master teacher Cap say y'all are the original black Asiatic. Where? This is a coat of arms that existed before all you niggas. Where? So screenshot it, man, and get the name, and I'm gonna go on mute, and you come back and let me know. I'm gonna stay up here until little bro take the live down. But you want to make sure you screenshot this because I want to get the name. I want to see if you actually gonna do the due diligence. You come up here trying to tell us about Christ and all this.
Of course, I would do this. I'm definitely gonna look it up.
Hold on. You don't even know who this is. You don't know what code of arms.
What's wrong with not knowing something, man? Let somebody teach me, man. You keep on telling me like you calling somebody dumb for not knowing. I don't call people dumb for not knowing. I call people dumb for not wanting to know.
I didn't tell you dumb one time.
Just tell me, teacher.
Hit dog.
Master teacher, just tell me.
Barf. Them hit dogs be hollering. I ain't call you dumb.
I'm not hit, bro. It's just ignorant.
I did not use the English word. I did not use the English word DUMB. I did not use that. So you must be projecting something.
Brother,
go ahead. You got the screenshot. Did you get it? Hey.
I can do the research. I'm going to screenshot it, and I'm going to do the research after I get off the line.
All right, go ahead and screenshot it so my brother can take me off, and somebody else can get the mic.
All right, brother.
You welcome, brother.
I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know. I don't understand. Are we supposed to believe the Russians? Or? I'm still on that because I'm trying to figure out like what is this Russian thing?
He's not the first person to bring that up either.
I know
because he brought up painting, and guess what? Those are paintings too. So if we're going for whose painting is more credible, then that's what I'm like.
But what makes you think the Russian paintings are more credible?
I'm saying what
do you
makes
know why?
you think,
do you know why the black
paintings are more credible?
Yeah, but do you know Do you know why the black Madonna is black?
Tell me.
No, I'm asking you. It's a yes or no question. Do you know why the black Madonna is black?
No, I do not. Tell me one.
You should go find out.
Like what?
I want you to read it.
Like
I want you. No, I'm not here to teach you. I teach. That's why I'm not a listen.
If somebody asks you for knowledge and you just be like,
I graded enough.
I'll find it out.
Listen, I graded enough standardized tests to know that I don't want to be within 60 miles of a motherfucking classroom because kids is not the brightest. I believe the children are our future. I do not. No. Whitney used to say that shit. I didn't. You motherfucker dumb as a box of motherfucking rocks.
right, let's. I'm sorry, Bees. You had something.
So before you drop, so you the product of you the descendant of a dude that made it with his sister. Flame, that's aimed at you. You said you were descendant
Explain
of
who you talking
Abraham,
about.
Sarah, and Jacob. In the book, Sarah is Abraham's sister and also his wife. Yeah, so he got busy with his wife. So you
That's
descendant. Oh,
It's
you
not
calling
false.
you calling your book a lie?
No, what I'm telling you, what you're explaining is false.
Yeah, they practiced incest back then. You know that?
Yeah, it's directly in the book, bro.
Well, hold on. Hold on, because I don't want to ask him to go and read the Bible. I'm trying to get to
true.
Him. I'm trying to get to him. I'm trying to get to you saying that you're an Israelite. Why did you say that? Because of why do you think you're an Israelite?
Because, well, based on history and prophecy, Black people as a whole, we have lost our nationality. Everybody,
so did the Israelites did too.
Hold on, I wasn't done, sir.
My bad. Go ahead.
So, according to prophecy, every other nation has their nationality, but we're the only ones who lost our identity. We're the only ones that went into captivity, especially on a mass scale, like the transatlantic slave trade. So if you want to find a lost people that you saying don't exist, when it's saying when the scripture says that we're going to stop them from being a nation, that they don't even be on the face of the earth again, we're just walking around without a title. We got like what you call them, like nicknames. Negro is a nickname, Black is a nickname, African is a nickname, but who are we?
Are you done?
All right.
The prophecy, the prophecies in that Bible are about the Jews or the Israelites, these people that descend out of the land of Canaan. That's where they're from.
Let me ask you
you live in the United States of America, right?
Yes.
Yes. And you're African descent, right? Or
we can say that.
Black.
I can go with it. I can go with it.
Yeah. We are descendants of people that were brought over here during the transatlantic slave trade.
Right.
We are not the descendants of, we don't have Canaanite ancestry. That's not, these prophecies are not about us.
We was living, all right, so before I deal with us living in the land of Canaan, do you believe that the people that are in the so-called Middle East are the Jews, the descendants of Jacob?
Those Israelites, those people living in the Middle East, their ancestry traces back to those Canaanites that we were talking about just a few minutes ago.
They trace back to Canaanites.
The Canaanites, yes. They're when you look at the earliest what did they say? When you look at the earliest physical, like the archaeological evidence of their houses, their housing, their houses, their religious figurines, their tools and utensils, their even their language, all of that comes out. It goes back to Canaanite ancestry and Canaanite
So they don't
culture.
say they descend from Amalek or descend from Ashkenaz.
Let's get out the Bible. The Bible is
people from. I'm saying no.
Stop that.
Ashkenaz-
Stop
Ashkenaz
and
is a
listen.
real- I'm not in the
All of that
Bible.
is irrelevant.
They
All of that
descend
is
from
irrelevant.
Poland.
We talking
Those
about,
people are from Poland.
sir. Focus on who you're claiming you are.
Right.
I'm talking about
We're
you.
talking about
You
identity,
said
though.
that you are an
Somebody who's
Israel.
Somebody who's replacing a people with another people.
You said that you are an Israelite. I'm breaking down historically where these people come from and who they are who they are descendants of.
I mean, yeah, who they are descendants of.
The only thing that happened to those people in the Middle East was was Hitler. They didn't go into slavery ever.
Modern DNA indicates that Ashkenazi Jewish ancestry is a mix of approximately 50% Middle Eastern and 50% European.
Middle Eastern is not where is it? I know it's like how many continents is like 7? So
can I? Do you know?
Hold on, wait, no,
it's not Middle East is not.
Please, sir, please, I don't want to have to. I gotta mute you. We wasting too much time on you. You ain't
I'm
even paying
just trying to
attention.
figure out if he knows why they call it the Middle East.
No.
Middle West
for $10,000.
Oh no,
he doesn't know.
no. I'm trying to. Hey, look, we're gonna move on, brother. Listen,
But I want to know real quick. I got real quick.
That nigga said,
That
"Where's the Middle
motherfucker
West?"
said, "Where is
How do
Middle
you
West?"
know-
This is what I'm talking about.
How
This
do
the
you
kind of
know-
shit pissed me off.
How do you know the Ashkenazi Jews are from Poland?
Can you say that again?
How do you know the Ashkenazi Jews are from Poland?
I don't know the year, but during the time when so-called Jewish people went into Germany and they was financially oppressing the Germans because they had a war in Poland. That's why this war is going on with Putin and the rest of those people, because of a misplacement that's going on.
How do you know that is where their ancestry leads?
I'm basically saying that they migrated into Germany.
So
and had the war.
migration? Is it migration? How do you know that the people who identify as Ashkenazi Jews are from this region? How would anybody know? Not just you specifically. How would anybody know?
During the history of war.
That's not an answer. What methods would be used to understand where these people originated?
The method is history.
History is not a method.
So you don't read through history and see how they migrated.
No,
through
DNA
war.
tracing, right? Tracing migration. Those are methods. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm not saying. I didn't never say DNA tracing.
Right. Right. But migration, yes? What methodology would you use to identify that as the original region of these people?
All right. So, all right. What's your nationality?
I'm a
Yo.
I'm a mix.
I'm
but
just,
I-
look, hold on. This ain't got nothing to do. This is
No,
actually
he
gonna
understands.
lead-
Just
I'm
so
saying,
everyone
like, let's
understands.
say if you
Just
was
so everyone
Scottish.
understands, he won't answer the question because he knows if you turn that on to Black American people today, you are not going to end up in the fucking Levant. You're going to end up in West Africa. He knows that. That's why he's getting all squeamish and asking me about my nationality. I'm about 1/3 Levant.
Israel became a state in what time? Like during what time?
1948. That's irrelevant.
1948.
That's
So,
irrelevant.
When did slaves come to America?
What state you live in?
1619.
What state you live in, brother? Georgia, right? I'm sure there's one nearby. Go on down Google. Take your Google Maps out, right?
There's one in Woodstock and there's one in Conyers.
Well, he might be closer to Conyers or Woodstock, whichever one you close. It's two. It's one in Conyers and Woodstock. I want you to take out your Google Maps, type in Whataburger, and see which one is closest near you. And I want you to go on down there. Go through the drive-through if you can, or you can go sit in the inside. Go on through there, go on down there, and you get you a number 2. And I want you to supersize it. Get you 2 drinks. You need 2 drinks. Quench yourself. Quench your thirst. Get you 2 drinks. And I want you to substitute the fries for onion rings. And you just sit back and relax for the rest of the evening. And I think it's about
Lord,
yeah.
don't
Put
forget, put it in there,
the burger, put them in the chat, y'all. Put the burgers in the chat. Go on down to the Whataburger and just relax, brother. Just kick your feet back, relax.
Put the burgers in there. Where you at, sis?
Get you some onion rings, and you just sit back and relax for the evening. So they sending you gifts so you can get you some money.
Demon
Get you
Glow
some
said,
Whataburger.
get you a green chili double.
Yeah, just get you. And they open 24 hours, so even if
All the
you
way.
take a nap, wake
Drea
up.
Drea said, get the burger all the way.
Just get you some. Just go on down there and get you something to eat, little bro.
And 22 coins would be worth about 8 cents.
Yeah. We got one more. This is the last one. Is that colonizer? I thought it said colonizer. It says colored. Colored. How old are you? What is your religious indoctrination as of today?
I don't know why. Wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody in the chat said most Black Americans are trying to find themselves. And I would like to know why. I would like to know why the people who invented the swag that everybody copies is trying to still find themselves. Can somebody tell me why the people that motherfuckers copy all over the world, all over the fucking world, still trying to find themselves? Do you not know who you are? You don't know who you are? The motherfuckers they've been trying to exterminate since 1619. You don't know who you are already? Why y'all trying to find? You ain't trying to find yourself. What you trying to find is how you connected to Africa. You ain't trying to find yourself. I don't understand that. I do not understand this. I do not understand. They got motherfuckers in Bulgaria rapping. And you motherfuckers talk about you trying to find yourself. What are you talking about? What is happening? Are y'all okay? What you mean? K-pop, please.
Talk to them. They don't know about that K-pop.
K-pop, and you looking for another motherfucker culture. And you made your fucking own. You made your own culture, and you looking for another motherfuckers. What is happening? What is going? These motherfuckers winning Grammys with the music we invented, and you over here talking about Olodumare. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with you? Please, Black people. Please, Black people of America. Please. It's a sense of belonging to who, Mickey Faison? What? What is a sense? What's more a sense of belonging? I mean, how could it be a sense of belonging?
That's what is BHI.
Hold on, it's somebody in front of you. Colored, how old are you and what is your religious indoctrination?
I'm 35 and I am Christian.
Right. Do you think people should practice religions used as justification for their enslavement and colonization? Yes or no?
Practice what religious?
No, I'm saying, do you think people should practice religions that were also used as justification for their colonization and enslavement?
No.
All right. Then that means Black people should not be Christian.
Not by force.
No, we were forced. It was forced on us.
I'm watching the show of about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and on Prime, I forgot the name of it. but I just started. It's an amazing show. I love it so far. From the looks of it, in that in that TV show, it doesn't show that people are being forced to follow religion. Now, stepping out of the TVs.
So from the 1960s?
Were we though? How did you tell me, how did black people living in the continent of Africa, how were they introduced to Christianity? You tell me.
I don't know where I saw this, but I saw this a long time ago in an article or something where they were traveling through Jerusalem and getting resources, and that's where they probably bumped into the Roman Empire and got to meet all the other religious stuff that's happening on that side of the world, because I believe they had their own type of religious, but can't 100% for surely say
colonialism. Yeah, it's colonialism, sir. Colonialism.
It sounds like something
Colonialism.
from like Timbuktu book.
Yeah,
colonialism is how to. I'm gonna stop asking y'all questions, and I'm gonna just start telling y'all facts. Because when I ask y'all questions, y'all show me why we shouldn't ask you nothing. We should just tell you. Colonialism. You brought up Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Right. Yeah, they are the descendants of people taken and brought over here during transatlantic slavery, where Christianity was forced on their family members, their ancestors too. So, of course, some random film about the 1960s ain't gonna show you that. Maybe if it's about Martin Luther King specifically, it's not gonna show you how these black people on this continent or in this country were introduced to Christianity. It's not gonna show you that, but they most definitely 100% were indoctrinated, are the descendants of slaves. It was forced on slaves in the United States of America. So it goes in chronological order.
Yeah.
You ever heard of the Doom Diverses?
The Doom Diverses?
Mm-hmm. Doom Diverses. You ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
All right. The church in 1452, the church told the European Christians to go in and reduce all non-Christians in Africa to slavery. That's what they said. And how they justified it, they attributed the curse of Ham to black people. Biblical race, some shit. Biblical race theory or some shit.
Yeah, I believe that too with the theory.
That's what they did.
Curse nothing upon other.
Say what now?
You cannot curse upon something upon other. Besides, what you were talking about.
I'm not saying what they did is right. I'm saying that is what they did. So whether you and I agree with their practices and how they did it, they did it. We can't change that. We wouldn't be Christian if they didn't say that we were descendants of Ham and forced it on us. We can't change that, brother. But you also agreed into their enslavement. Right. So regardless of how they used it, you agree with me.
Right.
So black people shouldn't be Christian.
Even though I'm a little bit ignorant on some topic that you're talking about, but off the rip of what you're talking about, yeah, I don't agree with those type of forcing people to follow religious, even though they don't want to, or by slavery or forcing it upon somebody like that is somewhere I'm with you on that. But the fact that the Roman or how Africa started out, I believe that it was kind of beautiful how it turned out to be at the end of the day, besides the fact of how we got here, since, the war and everything going on, even though I know it's like mucky waters, but now that we're seeing the light and we're, trying to go a different route, and everybody's trying to, grow themselves to actually see what the hell is going on and what is true, and finding that. I think that's where the beautiful part is.
What do you mean what is true? What does that mean?
Right. Trying to find that exactly. What is true. Trying to find out what is real, what is canon. Are we in the Matrix? Because there's a couple panels that has
the Matrix.
Yes, there's a couple channels that were on this type of.
Sir, listen to what you're saying.
Yes, I hear it.
Do you think if the Matrix movie had come out people will be talking about being in the Matrix. Y'all are literally listen, y'all are literally detached from reality. People can tell y'all any fucking thing and you believe it. You like, oh, we in a Matrix? Y'all are reality is over here and y'all are 840 miles. Reality is on the Louisiana-Texas line and y'all
I wonder if they would
are
have
on the Texas-Mexico line. Reality. What?
I wonder if they would
There's
tout
a
those same
movie
theories
about
if they
aliens
realized
that's
that
1940 something, and
So yeah, so we color. What state do you live in? We ain't doing this. What state you live in?
Florida.
Right, I'm sure it's one down there.
Tallahassee, gotta be
Get on Google. What you got, an iPhone or you got an Android? It don't really matter. Which one you got?
You want me to go on Google?
Go on Google Maps or go on Maps. Type in Whataburger. Find the nearest one closest to you.
I never heard of that. Is that a fast food chain?
It's all right. It's all right. That's why you got to type it in.
It's all one word.
What a burger. Type it in. Go on down there. They open 24/7 and they got a drive-through. Go on down there to the Whataburger and get the number 2. Tell them boss sent you. Get the number 2. Substitute the fries for onion rings. Get you a large diet Dr. Coke or Dr. Coke, Dr. Pepper. Get you a large diet Dr. Pepper. You just go and relax for the rest of the evening. All right.
Don't drink your calories.
Yeah. Don't just relax for the rest of the evening. Get you. I think they sell cookies too. You get you a cookie too.
Is it real? Are we in the Matrix, baby?
I wonder if they would all reference the Matrix as much if they knew that movie was about realizing you're trans.
I don't want to.
Exactly.
I know y'all done talked to this dude before. Look, he got 30 seconds and we gone. 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds. Black people shouldn't be Christian.
They're scared of the truth.
Black people shouldn't be atheists. Black people should be Christians.
Fuck atheism. Fuck atheism.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about not believing in God. This conversation is not whether you believe in God or not. This conversation is about black people shouldn't be Christian. I don't care about atheism.
No problem. The reason black people should be Christians and not atheism, right, is because atheism actually brought out racism, right? And this is because Darwin, right? Darwin said that what's that?
Slow down, Darwin. We're not gonna drop you, bro. Slow down. We're not gonna drop you. Get your thoughts together. Just say it clearly. Slow down, bro.
You got your time. Your time almost up, brother. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
going down there. I was gonna tell him go to the.
I put a timer on it. It's up. His 30 minutes is up. It's over.
Yeah, going down there to the Whataburger.
You cannot be stuttering and shit, because if he was talking shit, he wouldn't be stuttering. But see, when we keep him down to a timer, he's like, but the what? No, bro.
Going down to the listen, young man, old man, wherever you are. Listen, I don't know what state you live in, but go on Google it. Go on Google Maps, and you just go on down there. Everybody go to Whataburger. Go to the Whataburger, get you the number 2 meal, substitute the fries for the onion rings, get you a large Coke. You get a Coke and a cookie. Get a Coke, a cookie, and I think they got ice cream too.
And a pie.
Get a pie. And you just relax. Sit back in your chair and relax for the evening. You just go to the Whataburger, get you something to eat. I know you hungry. You hungry. You not you when you're hungry. Just take your time, relax, get you a cookie and something to eat.
Love Nicole said, y'all don't talk to people that can articulate their thoughts. He was stuttering, man.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? He was what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And that's not a speech impediment. That's not a speech impediment. He can't, he's sitting up there. We were all quiet, waiting for him to say what he was gonna say. He couldn't do it.
Gemini, it's on you. How old are you? And which slave religion are you a follower of?
Yes, I am 43 and I don't entertain any of that colonialized bullshit. But no, so to answer the prompt, should Black people not be Christian, Muslim? I'm not sure what BHI is. What's that before I answer?
Yeah, those are the Black men who think that they are descendants of Canaanites, the Black Hebrew Israelites. Yeah.
Okay, you're not really for me. My answer is no. So
No, ma'am. No,
yeah,
ma'am.
that's my
Pam.
answer. I was actually just trying to heart the screen and then I requested that,
Oh,
but yeah, no.
well, you hear
But
that?
no, especially I mean Christianity, I think that's pretty obvious. I don't know how many more clues people need in regards to that. Islam, same crap, different time. Yeah, so no, my answer is no to the prompt.
Amen. Yes, more
And that
people.
goddamn music.
Yeah,
I love when you do that, Lord.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like that one. That one do be hitting though.
Yeah, that joint hard, yeah.
And then the crow, the crow.
Yeah, the crow is crazy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've ended. We've come to a close. I have some things I gotta go do. We'll be here bright
Listen,
and early.
I thought Five Below was closed.
For their best customers to do like a private shopping.
Anyway, we'll be here tomorrow morning. We'll be here bright and early, on time. We'll be here on time tomorrow.
If you spend over $300 in a year at Five Below, they give you a private shopper.
I appreciate y'all for.
You gonna be in that? What's that grocery store game they used to play where you run through the store with a
Supermarket
basket?
sweep.
Supermarket sweep in Five Below.
It's time to roll. It's time to go. Hey, I appreciate y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all for turning over Black Atheists and Bossy and Lords and Be Easy and Shaka and Mac with a K. Mac with that. Yo, the album dropping, man. We turning up. I'm telling y'all. It's a 30-pack. 30-pack, no fries, just wings, just protein. I got it for you. It's coming. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Go get y'all some Whataburger. Like, hey, I think somebody else is live. If you leave this live and you go to somebody else's live, spam the burgers in the chat. They gonna know who sent you.
Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Appreciate y'all, man. Gonna get up out of here. Get y'all some Whataburger. Kick your feet up. Kick your feet up. Eat the Whataburger, nigga. Kick your hey. Over on YouTube, I appreciate y'all for rocking, man. Leave a like, sub up, turn your notifications on, cause we gonna be here in the morning. I said, we gonna be here in the morning. I said, turn your bell on, turn the sound on, cause we gonna be here in the AM. And you know I ain't gonna play and I don't pray. Fuck what you say, yeah. All right, y'all. Mac. Let me end it on YouTube. Yeah. Well, I said, I can't. Yeah. I can't.
Run it up, Blondo. Run it up,
I can't. Yeah. Black Atheists. And we're gonna have a listen-in party for the album. So when it drop, we gonna all like be chilling and listen to the whole thing up here on the screen. Make sure you follow me so you can get that. Yo. This one of the beats off this off the album. This off the album. So yeah, I'm gone.
friend,
So he has ambition and drive.
and say he got passed up for it. Type
He got
deal.
disappointed.
I think y'all speaking of a man that brings his anger home instead of really a broke man.
But you mentioned broke mentally.
Let her finish making her
no,
point, bro.
we speaking
You're right.
pocket wise. We not
Yeah,
going